Okay, so this is what I'm calling session zero, the City of the Cats, or City of Cats. This is the filler adventure I downloaded at least a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, but never looked at it. So moving forward, we'll use this just to kind of fill in the gaps when I don't have a session ready. I should have Into the Abyss probably ready to go. I'm wanting to say 2 weeks, maybe three at the most. I'll have that ready to go. That'll be the next actual camping we jump into. So this is going to be something we kind of fill in occasion when we don't either have enough for a full group or just for shits and giggles, whatever. A couple things I want to share with you guys. So in this setting, this is by Midgard. If you're not familiar with Midgard, it's basically a totally different, I guess, setting. It's not like Forgotten Realms, not like Dark Sun. It's by Cobalt Press. I'm not going to go into all the details about all of Midgard, but it's suffice it to say it's basically completely separated from Forgotten Realms. And there's going to be some things in here that are the same as they are in Forgotten Realm, but they're called differently because of like trademark or copyright reasons. The main one being that Tabaxi and Midgard are called Bastet, Bastet. So you can still play a Tabaxi per the standard character sheet there, but they're called Bastets in Midgard. This particular town we're going to be starting off in, the city of shit. Yeah, the city of shit is what I call it. As soon as looking, I'll scroll down here. I'll see what the actual name of Perberstadt. Is that the name of it? And yeah, guys, I had you guys look. Yeah, Purbastet is the name of the starter town. It's called the City of Cats. And this place has tabaxi, has gnolls, has rat folk, and it has undead as a very common race here. I mean, mostly get along. I mean, obviously the gnolls kind of hang out in their part of town. The tabaxi bastets hang out in their part of town. The undead, from a little bit I did read here, is they are like revered among the townsfolk, and they're basically like free labor as well. I think there are certain parts of this town that have us that are slavers or has a slave market that might be the gnolls, but I haven't read far enough to 100% confirm that. There is something in this adventure called status, and I'm going to say right now this will be in play in this adventure. If you guys want to read more about that, there's a handout called The City's Call, which I think you guys have access to. Yeah, it's under City of Cats, per Bastet, the City of Cats. There should be a handout called City's Call. And if you scroll down, well, actually, it's about like a second paragraph. Starts talking about status. I'm not 100% sure where this comes up in the adventure, but I'm sure it does. But how you treat people in this town, for ill or for good, will impact this. So uh, think about this before you go out and want to skin a cat or whatever else, because their cats are like revered here. Okay, this may or may not impact skill challenges and any attempt to discover clues or gossip. So, what first thing we need to talk about with the group here, as everyone's rolling their personality traits. Uh, so, do you guys have a preference of your PC being from this town, or do you guys want to be someone that's not from this town, visiting or recently moved here? How do you want to handle that? Because depending on which one you choose, that may have an impact on your status within the city, if that makes
Well, I'm
sense.
I'm going with a half orc, so I doubt I'm from here.
I mean, I'm not going to say half orcs are not from here. They're going to be rare, but you can be a half orc and still be from here.
Hmm.
There's not going to be any limitations as to,
Okay.
whether you can or can't be from here. It's just like I mentioned before, there are certain races that are well known and predominant within this city.
Well, I would think half orcs would be revered, so I'll be from the city then.
Okay, I'm perfectly fine with that. And
Yeah,
so there
I'll be
there'll
from
be
the city.
so there'll be more to come out of that. I'll make you pick a district or where you're from when we get to that
Well,
point, but that's fine for now. Just make a note in your character sheet that you're from
mhm.
Per Basset.
My character sheet is hung up on building your character, and it doesn't seem
Oh,
to want to go past that.
You're having all kinds of trouble tonight, Gary.
I am. Like, I'd like to almost kill this sheet and start over if that's cool with you.
So you're not going to bother me any.
Okay, how do I kill it? Do I need
If you got like the hourglass happening on you, there's nothing I can do on my end. You may have to like reboot your row 20
Oh,
to kill that.
there we go. And I'm just on the last apply changes screen. And when I do that, it sits on the build your character bar and it never moves.
And you may have to refresh row 20 to get out of it.
Okay.
So while we're
I'll be
talking
back.
about those that are from Purbashet, let me switch to the city map here. You may have to zoom out a little bit. This is a pretty large map. Uh, hmm, so zooming out, you won't be able to see the names of it, but you can see it's a pretty big town they've got in here. So if you're from this town, I just need you to pick one of these districts. And again, I think if you go to City of Cats, Purbastet City of Cats, there's a Purbastet map legend. That's for the specific buildings and stuff. So, but you can see the bold names like the Perfume District. There's the Hunt. There's District of the Hyena. There's the Wharf District. There's a District of the Cat. The Monument District. So on and so forth. Lioness District, because that's a different version of a cat down here. So if you want to pick one of those you are from, or if you want more information about one of those before you pick it, let me know and I'll expand upon that area. So Gary says he wants to be from here. Ryan, have you thought about whether you want your character to be from here or somewhere else?
Yeah, I'll be from here. I've already written up a backstory.
Oh, look at you, Mr. Prepared.
Except I'm still working on my character sheet.
Okay, that's fine. What about you, Don? You want to be from this town? You'll be an outsider.
That's
Don,
fine.
are
I
you
could
on
be.
mute or did I lose you?
No,
Not
can
here.
you not hear me?
Now I can.
Okay. Yeah, no, I could be from the town. That's fine.
Okay. And David?
Well, I was going to say that I was from outside, but I guess that if we are everybody from the same place, it's easier, right?
You don't have to. I mean, just because the other three did doesn't mean you have to be from here. You can be from an outsider coming in. I'm perfectly fine with that.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's better for my backstory.
Okay. All right. So you are an outsider. I am okay with that. Go back to my notes here.
If you want to delete the Doug sheet, I'm going to make a new one. I'm doing it better.
Delete the what? Doug?
The Doug, yeah, delete Doug.
Okay. All right. Here it goes.
Bye, Doug.
That's weird. It doesn't let me delete. It says remove from game. Are
Don't
you
remove
creating
me.
your character in here, or do you create it through like the separate character
Oh,
sheet thing?
I do it in here because I don't know how to do it the other way.
Okay. I don't know because it used to let me delete it, but now it just says remove from game. So I just removed him from the game.
Okay.
Okay, you're still here though. Okay. All right. So everyone's from the city. If you can, try to pick a district, and if you want more information about that district before you pick it, just let me know. If you're not from Purbasset, that would just be you, David. I need you to choose a district that you are calling your home away from home here. So not necessarily where you're from, but where you reside.
Okay. Well, I don't know exactly the difference between them, but I'm going to choose the cat district.
The cat district?
Oh, sorry,
District
the
of the cat?
lioness. No, the lioness. Sorry.
Okay. Let me let's see what I can share from that area. All right, so I'll say this part out loud. I can't share the entire handout because it's got stuff about the adventure. But I'll say this out loud. This will be stuff that pretty much anyone in the town will know. So in the Lioness District, here tall cliffs rise upward from the Grand Canal. What's the Grand Canal? There's something in here that says Grand Canal.
There is a
I don't
canal
see.
looking thing just to the right of the wharf district. That looks like a canal to me, but could be wrong.
Well, I'll keep reading and see if it gives me more detail. See, tall cliffs rise upward from the Grand Canal, taking with them parts of the Lioness District and our diverse occupants, those of great wealth and those with nothing. The cliffs house wharves and palaces, rich and poor, and above it all, soaking the city in its golden, joyful rays by day, and bathing the city in the reflected warmth of 1,000 lanterns by night, stands the dome of the divine face of Bastet. Does that say that anywhere on the map? I don't see that anywhere on the map either. Here, the goddess herself is said to walk within the bodies of those she chooses to host her, strolling the high rooftops and cliff faces as a great dark panther, or watching benevolently from the eyes of a simple house cat lurking in the alleyways. And whenever there are miracles, there is always her blessing, a cat calmly watching on with sparkling, keen eyes. See if this next part is me only or you. Wherever you are in the city of cats, you can see the great golden dome of the divine face of Bastet. Okay, that must be, I'm guessing, this big pyramid here, 17. She smiles benevolently from the highest point here in the Lioness District, spiritual center of Per Bastet. The Prophet Road. See that right here marked. A vast avenue of towering pillars and smiling feline statues boils with pilgrims regardless of the date. On holy days, this vast colonnade truly becomes one of the greatest spectacles in the Southlands. Some days it seems that everyone in the whole world is here. Swarms of hermits in rags crawl in piety. Nobles are wafted in vast ostrich feather fans as they are drawn in great sand ships. Priestesses, weary at walking half the world, finally end their journey. Everyone comes here, it seems. Everyone. I think that's probably enough to start with. A couple things on the city. If you didn't read that already, this is going off memory because I read it last night. In kind of the northern section of the city, you can see like there's like a dirt road right here where I'm pinging. That is actually like, for lack of a better term, it's like a river of sand. It is flowing fast like a river, but it's nothing but sand. And it ends over here kind of like a funnel or a whirlpool that gets sucked down into the earth. And all throughout the city, it's well known that occasionally you'll see something being carried through this out of the desert far to the east here. And some of them are actually, these are items that someone in town have lost. It could have been last year, or it could have been something from 100 years ago. Some of those things aren't able to get taken out, and they get sucked back in, and they've been known to be found like, you know, miles to hundreds of miles away from here, with no apparent reason or method of how it got there. So that's one peculiar thing about this city that I remember. The other big thing is there are cats absolutely freaking everywhere. Every district, like little, when I say cats, like domestic cats, not like cat people. There are domestic cats everywhere. And those that read the city's call know that if you do anything to harm one of these alley cats or stray cats, or it could be domesticated, it is frowned upon by most districts within the city. Okay, I think it's enough of me talking for now.
Brian, we get an uncommon item and a feat.
Yeah, you still get the starter feats.
Okay.
Or you guys still working on your characters?
So,
Who was a nope? I couldn't make out who that
no,
was.
no, that was me. Yeah, like I'm through my thing. I couldn't choose anything but acolyte, and I didn't. So I just put custom, and I didn't put any information. But I don't know how to add feats when it didn't give me an option to add feats. So
Yeah, we got to do that manually unless it's something that's in the SRD. So let me go into your character sheet. Is that Doug McKenzie?
Doug McKenzie, as in Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Jeez, great. Okay, I can see the kind of character this is going to be.
Uh-huh.
All right,
Good day,
so
yo.
do, do you know what feat you want to use?
I don't know enough about feet, so is it
All
in the
right,
starter feats? Something I can
so
read?
if you go in the Master Index of Handouts,
Yeah, I'm
and
in.
then
I'm in starter feet.
oh, you're in there. Okay, let me get there so I can kind of
Okay.
walk you through it. Is it new character creation where it is? Yeah.
Uh, I'm not doing it because I have to pay attention what you say, but I will try to do it in the middle of breakers.
Okay, that's fine. So what would you like for your barbarian to have or do? What's your flavor? And I'll kind of point you.
Just a weapons bash smash.
Okay, and
Big
he's half orc.
protector. He's half orc.
Okay, so
He's
if
a
you look at feats for races, there's only a couple that are there for orcs or half orcs. So one second, let me open it up and I'll take a look at that for you.
orcish aggression already sounds good. Or orcish fury. I'll go to be able to scroll around and find this, right?
It should be in alphabetical order. Yeah, so it's on page 4. That's what I'm seeing. Is where you see Orcish
Okay.
Fury.
I don't know how to find the draw in the list.
Hold on one second, David. Let me get
Yeah,
Gary
yeah, please.
squared away here. So Orcish Aggression is on page 3. Orcish Fury is on page 4. So
Okay. Let me just read orcish aggression. Closer. Ooh, I like that too.
and keep in mind, I think I gotta go back to my rules. I think I said starter feats. Let me see here. Starter feats.
I like the orcish fury.
I'm going to go ahead and say right now that any of these starter feats you pick, if it doesn't specify a +1 to one of your ability scores, talk to me, and I'll probably add one.
I'm going to go with orcish fury.
Okay.
So it adds a +1 to strength or con.
Okay.
And I think I'd add it to con.
Okay. I'll do that for you.
Okay.
Because I do that behind the character sheet. Well, if you can see me switching my
Mm-hmm.
okay, so where do I put this at? So you said con,
Yes.
so you should see it right in the middle, third
Yeah.
one down. I change that to a 1.
Okay.
I always do it in here. That way I know that it's something that's been manually adjusted
Okay.
rather than going back to your core sheet and just updating it here. You see, now it puts like a little blue asterisk next to the 16 there.
Yeah.
That tells me it's something that's been added inside that little cog
Okay.
section.
So
Okay.
now is the X when you make an attack made with a simple or martial weapon, and you roll one of the weapon's damage dice an additional time, it adds extra damage to the weapon's damage type. So I can only do that once till I finish a short or long rest. Is there a way to set up a roll for that, or do I have to just manually do it?
I can do that. So let me read it. When you hit with an attack made with a simple martial weapon, you can roll one of the weapon's damage type dice an additional time as extra damage weapons type. Okay, yeah, that'll be easy enough. So, well, it depends on your weapon though. Are you always going to be using the
War
same
pick,
weapon?
pretty much for the war pick.
All right, so I'll set you up a standard for a war pick. If you do something else, it's just click on the little dice tire on the left and choose the damage die if it's something different than a war pick.
Okay.
Okay. So 1 second, I'm gonna go into your character. I'm gonna make it. There's a token action for you. What is the damage for a war pick?
For my play, it's 1d8 plus 3. Once every short rest, I can do an attack and add a 1d8 to the damage.
Mm.
Let me hope I could spell. Glad you're the only one who can see this, Gary.
Okay.
Okay, so let me get your token set up as this. The one you have in here right now is what you want to use.
Yep. The ugly face.
Oh, geez. Okay. Okay, so I
We're
want
supposed to
to.
be level 2.
Oh, we're level 1 for right now. Haven't had that
Oh,
conversation yet. You may go to 2, but we got to talk about that.
okay.
What color do you want your token ring to be, Gary? Do you care?
Green, please.
Green.
Just throw that out there.
And how do we get the starter feats, Brian?
Go into new character creation. I think it's under house rules, and it should be like about halfway down. Should be a link there for starter feats.
Hey,
No, I
Brian.
see them, but how do we add them to their character sheet?
Oh, you can't drag them. You got to pick one. I got to help you set them up.
Okay.
I found my district, Brian. The Still.
Sorry, you found what?
My district. The Still.
Oh, I didn't remember there was one called that.
Yeah, at the very top, the little islands.
All right, so let me read that just to make sure there's not like some like holy spot or something that you're picking, unless you want
Oh,
your guy to
no.
be holy.
It's about
Okay,
the
the
booze.
still. Hold on a minute. Let me do this real quick before I forget. Said he's a barbarian, right?
Yep.
He's a half orc. Does he have dark vision?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Good call, Gary.
Oh, that's the first thing I look for is frickin' dark vision.
Okay. You should have access to your token now. Now let me read that area of the still to see if that is a horrible match or a good match. Oh, that's not a district. Evidently, the still is something specific.
Aw.
Sorry, man.
I tried.
Well, that's part of the perfume district, looks like. Is that where you want to reside? Or you want to pick something else?
I'll pick something else. I'm thinking the wharf district. That's kind of where he'd be, like some scuzzy bar on the wharf. He lives in the back room.
Okay.
Does security on the side. He's a bouncer on the side. And a pimp.
Okay.
And a
So,
pimp.
a little bit of a lower dump here, so get ready. Looking into the many lives of the city of Cats, we venture into the hub of trade, where docks creak and sailors shout, the wharf district. Flourishing along the banks of the city, the wharf district grins greedily outwards, hungrily licking its lips at more vessels groaning with trade goods and slaves returns to the nest. Here the commerce of Per Bastet both begins and ends its journey. District thrums with the sounds of merchants calling their wares and cruel overseers barking at dragonborn and kobold slaves who are loading and unloading ships. Oh, there's a good thing. Nobody here is wanting to be dragonborn, are they?
Sorry.
No.
Okay.
I almost
All right.
did, though.
I didn't realize that dragonborn were slaves here until I just read that.
Ooh.
That would have been awkward.
Mhm.
Okay, looks like
It's about the status.
it's a center of the trade hub here in the town. I'll kind of paraphrase a little bit what I'm reading here. See if it says something about this. No, the steel is in the other area. Okay. Okay, it says benevolent, smiling. Sorry, this is a character NPC named Abdrin Al Rashir. I'm going to butcher so many of these names. They got all
Mhm.
kinds of names like this. I'll put it in the chat for now. So Abdrin al-Rashir, benevolent, smiling artisan, actor, physician, scholar, and philosopher. The wonderful Subek Abdrin al-Rashir is one of the most notable of the Wharf District's private dock owners. Adrian has worked his way up to become one of the most sophisticated residents of the city. Let's see, the rest of that probably needs to stay hidden. In a city where almost everyone is busy and hungry, quick and easy access to ready-to-eat food is vital. The number of unique dishes in the city of cats is, of course, impossible to calculate, but here in the wharf, where cultures clash and bloom, the cuisine is as rich and varied as the city's endlessly varied occupants. Here are a few of the more commonly encountered dishes. Fried camel,
Mm.
pigeon meat, very stodgy olive bread, fig roll served with boiled crab. Wow, that sounds good. Let's see here. Spicy sausages made from the innards of camels. Evidently, camels a delicacy here. I don't know if this is a real word. Yoghurt? Yoghurt? Is that
Yogurt
a play on yogurt? I guess. It's called
made from
yoghurt.
camel. Made from
Yogurt.
camel milk.
It's served with dates and fried fish. Mmm, that's some yummy yogurt. And a local dish called yamo, fried sardines served in spicy olives and dates.
I would eat that. That'd be freaking awesome. So,
Let's see if anything else here that seems important. Holy crap. They went freaking nuts on all the shit I could read to you. So we'll cover that if and when that comes back, because holy shit, that's like 20 pages worth.
Whoa.
So I don't see any issues with your half orc being from that area. So Wharf District. So mark that somewhere in your character sheet when you get
yeah.
a chance there, Gary.
You betcha. Thanks.
All right. Who else do we got? David or Ryan? You guys
Sure.
want to choose a
I'm
district or ask questions about it?
Okay, you go ahead, David, if you're ready.
No. I already choose the district. I said Lionel.
Oh, that's right. You did. I'm sorry. So Don and Ryan, right?
Yeah,
Don, are you ready?
I'm ready when you are.
Go ahead, Don.
Okay. So I was going to also be from the Wharf District, if that's all right.
I'm perfectly fine with that. What's your race?
Okay.
You're choosing?
Human.
Human.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
no, half elf. Sorry, half elf. My bad.
Okay. Okay. No problem with that. So
Okay.
say
My starter feat is
Oh.
going to be everybody's friend. If that's what
Mobile?
you're ready. Everybody's friend.
Oh, that is the feat. Okay. I thought you were like setting me up for like it's everybody's favorite.
Oh no, yeah. Sorry, that's the name of it. And
sorry.
definition is in my bio there. or in my bio and info.
On your character sheet? Okay, let me pull it up. Which character are you?
Odra Adova.
Man, that is an appropriate name for this city. Except it doesn't have enough syllables and hyphens.
As a cleric, I was hoping to play it as Herbert from Family Guy, but I've got this sinus thing going on, and I just can't reach that high pitched.
Yeah, I've kind of noticed you got a little bit of more deeper voice tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, got tip for you. Why don't you reach in my pocket and grab it?
I'll look forward to
David,
that in future
where-
sessions.
All right.
Okay, so +1 to charisma, proficiency in deception and persuasion.
I did
Okay.
put the +1 for charisma on, but I got tripped up on the other two, or the deception and persuasion.
Did you already added the +1 to your charisma?
Charisma, yeah, because it was 14. I could change that if
Did you do it right
that
there on the main page?
I did.
Yeah, change that back to 14, and I'll show you where we do it. So it's no
Done.
question that it's a added thing. So you should see when I
Okay.
change to the cog.
Yep.
Did that change on your screen as well?
Yep.
Okay. You see right here at the top, about 6th one down, says charisma. I change that to 1.
Oh, okay. Yep.
See it? So if I go back to
Yep.
core, you'll now see that your charisma now
Oh, it's
shows
blue.
like a 15 with a little asterisk and it's blue. And if you
Yep.
hover over that 15, it'll show you what your actual ability is before we add that thing.
Before the feet. Okay.
Yeah. So
So that
it's not a
was
requirement. It's something I do to help me understand. Okay, how did you get your ability scores?
that makes sense. Now, how do we do the deception and persuasion then?
So you get proficiency in deception and persuasion because of this feat. So that's as simple as going to your core sheet here, and you click on the deception over on the left side,
Oh, it didn't change for me, but
and perception. Neither one of those changed.
um, no. Oh, just clicking on the checkbox is what
Yeah,
you're saying.
correct.
But I was already proficient in persuasion, so I should have double. How do I do that?
No, I thought it was blank when I clicked on it.
Persuasion was one of
Okay, that's
his.
fine. I'll take your word for it. So how you do that is you go back in that little cog. See where I'm
Okay.
going here? And then let's see, we scroll down. You should see all the skills in the middle towards the bottom.
Yep.
And we go to persuasion, see where it says normal.
And then expertise.
Yeah, you click on that, you can change that to expertise right there. And that will do the
Okay.
math for you.
Great.
Right. Are you
Thank you.
doing it or am I?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Can only screw it up.
Okay. And now you should see your persuasion went up to 6. It was 3. It's
Perfect.
got,
Thank you.
or was 4. It was 4 went to 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that it for your feet?
Not exactly doubled, but yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right. And you have a picture in here.
Oh, he ugly.
Do you have the original one? Because if I click on this, it's going to have a pretty small picture for me to put in your token.
Yep. I
If you have
have
the
an
original, put that in Discord and I'll copy it so it has a little bit bigger, maybe a little better detail when I create the token.
Okay. And then for my uncommon, I was going to go with a sentinel shield. Is that all right?
As long as it's uncommon, I got no problem with that. You should be able to go to Compendium, find that, and click and drag it to your character sheet if you haven't already.
Well, that's I could not find it, so I will look again.
Under items, you should see Sentinel Shield when you go to Compendium. Did you find it?
Not yet. I'm looking now. I got sentient magic items and sentient magic items in the compendium.
Don't put sentient. Just put SENTI because it's Sentinel Shield.
I
That's
just
probably your
put
problem.
SENTI or
Yep.
SENT. And
Either one of those will work.
those are the only two that come up.
Oh, that's weird. You should have. Well, I'll drag it for you. You should have
Okay,
access to the DMG, but I'll drag it for you.
I would have thought, but I posted my pictures in there.
Oh, I got an error on your thing. A warning: AC is not. That's weird. Warning: AC is not incorrect. Wow, who wrote that code? I need to
Yeah,
put extra armor or shield from details. Do you have more than one shield?
I didn't
Ah, you
add a
do.
shield. It may have.
Yep. All I gotta do is unclick that, and it should be fine.
Oh, there's my Sentinel shield. Thank you. All
I'm just
right,
gonna go ahead and delete that other shield just so we don't get confused in the future.
absolutely. Thank you.
Okay, and your AC
Oh,
is
my AC.
18. That's correct.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
And that's why I was like,
All right. So, holy crap! Look at David. Sorry, in Discord. All right. Yeah. So you can see the quality of your pictures not gonna be too great. Don, you okay with that?
yeah, yeah.
What is your character's name again?
Me,
Yeah.
Odra, Adova.
So you gotta save this as your dude's name. Let's see how you spelled it.
Odra.
Adova. Okay.
Oh,
If I go into okay, I'm getting ready to go into your edit your sheet. You done in your sheet?
go for it. I'm done. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm ready for that. This into token maker.
Hey,
Now
Brian, go ahead.
Yes.
Sorry, man.
well, I was
No
going to ask.
rush. Go ahead, man.
Okay, the Sentinel shield should add a +1 to initiative, right? Thought
Yep, I
that's
may
what
have
it.
to go in and update that 1 second. I'm still getting your token created.
Oh no, it's advantage on initiative rolls. I can take care of that.
Okay.
And wisdom perception checks. Ooh.
Nice. Just for when you have a moment, Brian, on my character sheet, I don't have the option to choose advantage, disadvantage, or regular
Yeah.
rolls.
Yep, that's an easy fix. 1 second. Let me finish with his. What color do you want your token to be, Don? Your ring.
Green, blue, red. I honestly I don't care.
No, let's pick something different than everybody else. So it kind of helps you differentiate everybody. So I'll make it blue.
Okay.
Okay, so download. Just about there.
Is the Warhammer a simple weapon?
It should say if you look it up in the compendium. I think it is.
Okay. I will look it up and replace it if need be.
Okay, Odra is from the Wharf District.
The martial weapon.
Oh, is it because your character can only have simple? Is that why you're asking?
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So I'm gonna fix that when you're done.
I'm not in your character sheet anymore. You can go in there. I'm just messing with your token now, getting it set up.
Okay. Thank you.
And you're human, so you don't have dark vision, right?
No, no, I'm a half elf.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I said that. No, I messed you up.
It's like I got you guys paranoid about having somebody that can't see in the dark.
Mhm.
That's a true story.
Oh yeah, you're going. You said cleric, right?
Yes.
All right, so we've got to set up your mana as well. Let me know when you're done
Okay.
your character sheet and all. set that up
I'm
on
not in it. Go
Okay.
ahead.
All right. So for mana, you can have your character sheet open because you can see what I'm doing.
Okay.
So underneath short rest, you see where it says class resource. If you're
Yeah.
using mana, it's always going to be this first class resource. If you click on class resource, you can actually rename it. So I'm going to rename it mana.
Okay.
And your
Gotcha.
mana for a cleric is a full caster. So it's going to be your number of spell slots, the total of your number of spell slots plus your level. So if I go into spells, you have 2 spell slots plus 1 level. So you have 3 mana at level 1. How's that sound?
Ooh, I'm a stout
So
little cleric,
the
I
top,
guess.
the top number next to total 3. That's always going to be your max, and the big number right above mana is what you currently have. So now when
All right.
I'll save this, close your character sheet. I go back into your token, update default token. You should see that the blue dot now represents your mana. If you click on your token.
Perfect. Yep.
Okay. Oh yeah, I need to move Doug out of the still because he's from the Wharf District. Let me go back and set up David's character since he told me where he was going to be at. Sorry, Ryan. David, your character is named
My
what?
character um Domna Malnath. Malnath. Sorry. Yeah, Malnath.
Any N.I. Glowheart?
No, that's me.
Oh, sorry.
Let me try to write it.
Oh, Malnath.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Malnath. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, so I'm probably going to butcher. Oh, you're not done with it. You're still creating it.
Yeah.
Okay, I get out
Yeah,
of it then.
Malnath is good. Yeah, Malnath is good.
Okay, I'll let you finish that before I get into it. Then I don't want to screw you up.
And you're
All right.
done with mine, correct?
Yes, I am done with yours as far as I know. Is there anything else that you think I need to add to it?
No, I needed to remove the Warhammer and
Okay, yeah,
add
I'm
it.
done.
Okay.
All right, Ryan. So you are, is it Nini? Nini? How you say it?
Nenny.
Nini. Okay,
Nenny Glowheart.
You ninny.
I like it. And you are a halfling. All
A
right.
halfling rogue.
Okay, so is there anything you need help with on your character sheet?
Yeah, just adding my feet. I put in the description under my characteristics.
Oh, I see squat nimbleness. That's what you picked?
Yeah, squat nimbleness. So I get an extra +1 to dexterity, so it brings my dexterity up to 18. But I also get double my proficiency bonus for acrobatics.
Sweet. All right. So do you know how to do this, or did you already add 1 to your dexterity score?
No, I haven't yet. So my dexterity is 17. It should be 18 now.
Okay. Wow, you must have went all nuts on standard buy. Put all your points in dexterity, or do you have something else that pushed it up?
I get +2 because I'm a halfling, and then an extra 1 for the starter feat.
Wow.
So
Okay then.
I started with 15, or
Yeah.
sorry, 14, and then 2 for no, wait a minute, what did I do? 15 rather. Yeah, 15, 2 for my racial trait, and then to 17, and then 1 more for my my starter feat.
Okay. All right. So I'll show you. I don't know if you're aware of this as well, where I do this. I don't do it on the main sheet, which is dexterity. I go into the cog. You get
Okay,
your
yeah,
character
go
sheet
ahead and
open,
do it.
right?
Yep, I'll leave my mouse. I won't touch anything.
Okay. All right. So you'll see that right here in the middle towards the top, you got all the ability scores.
Yep.
So what I do is I add it in here where those extra little starter feat things are. So once I change that to 1, if I go back to core, you see dexterity is now blue.
Oh,
The
perfect.
18
Okay.
is, and it has an asterisk. And if you hover over that 18, it'll show you what it is without the extra bonus.
That's right. Okay.
Okay, so you don't have to do it this way, just how I do it, so I know that it's something not standard. You know what I'm saying? It's not just your regular ability score.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What else do you need help with?
I have proficiency in perception, but I click in like making a perception check, and it just adds my +2 for wisdom. It doesn't add my proficiency bonus.
We see perception right now has a +2 because you don't have a check in it. If you check on that little box right
Oh,
there.
oh, that's right. Okay, I got to check my. I got to manually do it. Okay.
I don't know if you went through the character mancer or you did everything manually in here.
I use the character mancer, but yeah.
Yeah, it looks like for some reason it didn't select your skills. I think as a rogue you should have quite a few, don't you?
I get 4. Yeah. So what did I pick? Acrobatics, perception, stealth, and sleight of hand. And also my my trait, I get double my proficiency bonus to acrobatics.
To acrobatics.
Yes.
Okay, expertise in that. So you know how to select expertise in these sheets? Let me show you. Or do you know that already?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so you're in your sheet, right?
Yep.
So I'm gonna go back over to the cog wheel.
Yep.
And if you scroll down in the middle towards the bottom, you see all the skills. So you said it was in acrobatics, right? So if I click where it
Yep.
says normal, you should see an option that says expertise.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
So if you do that and go back to your core page, you should now see your acrobatics shows 8.
Awesome. Thanks. I don't have a bar at the top that lets me roll like normal, advantage, disadvantage to GM.
Yep, let me
Neither
fix
do
that.
I.
Yep.
That's on
Got all that,
mine
Gary?
too.
All right, so been a while since I've done this in a normal character sheet. So give me a second. Oh, right here, top right. If you go to the cog, those that are listening, top right when you go in the cog, it says roll queries. Always roll advantage. What it probably says now. If you click on that, you change to advantage toggle.
Oh, there we go. Perfect.
Ah,
Okay. And if you want to auto roll damage, you can change that one. So auto roll damage and crit, or you can leave it to don't auto roll. And the whisper rolls to GM, you probably need to change that one as well. Right now it's set never whisper rolls. You want to change that to whisper toggle. And it's up to you whether you want auto damage roll or not. Do you want that on yours, Ryan?
Yeah, I just changed it. It's the way that we always do, isn't it?
Yep, it has. But I don't want to force that on you guys if you didn't like that. Okay, so now if I go back to core, now you got your buttons across the top.
Hey.
Thank you.
Hey, it worked. I feel so talented.
Okay, anything else, Ryan? Need help with?
No, I'm good. Thank you so much.
Okay. All right.
hey Brian.
Yep.
Is there a place to get advantage on perception?
Is there
Like
a
with the
place
sentinel
to get it?
shield, like to set that?
There might be a feat out there, but I'm not aware of it.
No, it's part of my sentinel shield. I get advantage on wisdom perception checks.
I don't think. Let me hope your character sheet. I don't think
Don't
this version lets you do that
I,
for.
and I agree. I was just making sure.
Yeah, let me
It
look real
doesn't
quick.
feel like it.
I'm pretty sure they added a feature to do that for initiative, but I don't think they've done that for your rolls.
And that's fine. I just can I'll just need to remember it. It's no big deal.
Now, what I can do is I'm in your character sheet, so don't do anything yet.
Yep.
I can go in here and create a token action for it.
Okay.
So,
Sounds nice.
oh shit. I gotta remember how this works. All right, I'm gonna fix this later.
That's
For
fine.
right now, I'm just gonna put the very plain Jane version of it.
Okay. And I should be able to remember that anyway, so it's just perception. I say that I tend to forget, but I'll
What is
try.
your bonus to your perception roll? Remember it?
It's
I can look at it.
advantage on wisdom perception.
Right, but
Oh,
I
I'm
still got to know
sorry.
what the plus
Yeah,
is. Perception
sorry.
is 5. All right,
5.
so when I go and do your token action here, if you're seeing this, this is basically going to give you a generic roll for your perception. I'll have to update this as you level, or I will
Okay.
do research. There's actually a way to let this reference that field, so you don't have to ever
Yeah,
update this. But for right now, that's what it is. So now
sounds
if I do
great.
this, if I create a token action, okay, I'm gonna close your character sheet. So now if you click off and click back on your token, You will probably see something on top that says perception. Token
Yes.
action. Do you see that?
Yep. Thank you.
So there you go. It's giving you. It's not a fancy one in the box, but at least it's going to do it automatic. You don't have to worry about clicking on anything.
All right. Appreciate it.
Okay. All right. Who's next? Oh shit, Ryan. Let me create your token. Let's see how I'm gonna go into your character sheet for a second there, Ryan. Let's see how
Sure.
good a
I
picture.
put the picture in chat, and there's also I made halfling token in my little files too.
Oh, Brian, that picture just so fucking cute. Oh, I love it.
Yep. I love it too.
Wow. Okay, you want a color other than green or blue?
Yeah, whatever. Green is fine.
No, I meant something other. I like to make you guys all different.
Oh, oh, geez.
Like a yellow or a magenta or a teal.
Yellow's good. Sure.
Okay.
Peach.
And it was Nenny, right? N-E-N-I?
Nenny. N-E-N-I. Nenny Glowheart. And I picked boots of Elvenkind for my my uncommon.
Okay. Are you doing something in your character sheet, or can I get into it to update your token?
Yep, go for it.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just going to step away for 2 minutes.
Okay. All right. Did Ryan pick a district? Did I miss it?
I didn't hear.
All right, I'm gonna drop him out here in the river for right now. He picked such a cute little avatar. I'd feel really bad if he dies.
What a ninny. My grandma used to insult people by calling them a ninny. So,
I don't think halflings have dark vision.
oh, what a donkey.
Let me double check that. They do not.
Yeah, someone's going to slow us down. What a ninny. Ninny the ninny.
Okay, so David, you still working on yours?
Yeah, but I'm a little lost with it. I have everything right in the paper, but I'm not capable of putting everything in the sheet on Roll20.
Let me help you finish creating it.
Ah, yes, please.
Okay, all right, so I'm pulling up your character sheet.
Um,
All right, so everything up to here is good. I got spells being shown here. Do I need to go back further, or are you good up to here?
No, I think from the beginning there are some mistakes. I'm not sure.
All right, I'll start back at race.
Okay. Do I close it or?
You should be able to just watch, as long as you don't click anything while I'm in there.
Okay, perfect.
All right, so you chose elf from the SRD. That's probably your first mistake.
Yeah.
You only choose elf from the PHB, Player's Handbook. Okay, your alignment chaotic neutral, that's good. There's our
But I think
default
I don't
stuff.
have all the options there. I don't know.
What's subrace? Dark elf, right?
Yeah,
The
it's
drow?
draw, but I don't have it in the menu. I don't.
Hold on, I'm walking you through it. Hold on. All right, so that's all you pick on the first
Okay.
race page. You got elf, chaotic neutral, drow elf. Okay, next. Okay, your class is warlock. Again, I'm gonna pick the PHB version, not the SRD.
Oh, okay.
Skill proficiencies. What skills do you want? It says you can pick 2.
Yeah, I have the Arcana and Deception. Deception.
I think you get those as a drow or your class already, so you can pick 2 other ones like history, investigation, nature, or religion.
Well, in total, I have Deception, Intimidation, Arcana, and Persuasion. That's are my 4, and I have Perception because of the race.
Okay, so hold on a minute. Looks like either they come with your class or you already picked them because they're grayed out. I can't select them in this screen here.
Yeah,
So
maybe I put it from the background. 2 from the background and 2 from the class, and 1 from the race.
I'm jumping around here, so bear with me for a second. Okay, that's all. Okay, yeah, it's because they're in here. All right, so let me update these. That's fine. All right, I'm gonna change these back to blank just so we can do this all in order. All right, those are back to grid 0. So if I go back to class, warlock. All right, so as a warlock class, you can choose one of these skills: Arcana, Deception, History, Intimidation, Investigation, Nature, Religion. I heard you say you wanted
Yeah,
Deception, correct?
Arcana and Deception, yes.
Arcana and Deception. Okay. All right, so go next. Ability score method. Okay, we're doing point buy. This says custom, so that may be another issue. So I'm gonna select point buy here.
Yeah, it's 8 strength 8, dexterity 15, constitution
Hold on, hold on.
15.
One more time. Strength is 8.
Sorry. Strength 8, yes.
Okay, and dexterity
15.
15. Okay. Constitution
15.
15.
15, yes.
Okay. Intelligence.
8.
Okay. Wisdom.
8.
Okay. And last is charisma.
15.
15. Damn, look at you. You are all or nothing. You're either good or you
Yeah.
suck. I like it. All right, so next. Okay, your background. This is going to be probably very limited. No, I got a bunch in mine. I'm not sure
It's
why Gary only saw 2. Did you have one in
Urban
mind?
Bounty Hunter. Yeah, I have one. It's Urban Bounty Hunter. I have it here. I
Urban
think.
Bounty Hunter. All right, that must be a non-player's handbook one. So I will
Let me
choose
check.
custom for now. Oh, because you already typed it in there. Okay. Urban Bounty Hunter. Where does that come from? What book is that from?
Let me check. It's the cost of the. Let me check. I'm not pretty sure.
Oh, is that one of those custom ones that I put in my new character creation
No, it's
handout?
from the Sword Coast Adventures Guide. Is the book. Let me copy here. This one.
The Tome of Heroes, you said, or something else? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
This one. I wrote it for you in the intro 20.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have that source in Roll20 because I think those are. I thought they were in other sources, but all right. So we're gonna have to walk through this one. All right. So what skill do you get for this?
I get intimidation and persuasion.
Intimidation, you said,
Yep, and persuasion.
and persuasion. Okay, just those two.
Yeah, just those two.
Okay. And do you also get some kind of a tool proficiency or something?
Yeah, I have proficiency on Thieves tools. Thieves tools. And
Shit, not skill. Sorry.
in one. Oh,
What kind of tools you said? I'm sorry.
tool thieves.
Toolkit. Oh, toolers.
Sorry.
Thieves tools.
Yeah, sorry, that's one.
Okay. Okay. And the other one is
And the other one is a gaming set card.
gaming set. Dice set or something else?
The playing cards. Card set.
Put it in chat for me.
Playing cards.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Sorry, I just didn't see it at first.
And this is the ability.
Okay, yeah, I see you've already got that inner ear to ground thing here. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about your personality traits right now. I'm gonna go and skip that.
No, okay.
Okay, so going with class equipment. Do you want a light crossbow or a simple weapon?
No, I will sell everything of that, and I take a rapier.
Okay, so you're not
Because
taking
of
any of these.
no. Well, sorry, let me check. The scholar pack. I keep the scholar pack and the nothing, and the the two daggers. This is the only thing I keep from the starting.
You still get a component pouch on arcane focus.
No, I sell it also. I have another focus.
Okay.
And I take a
All right, so
rapier.
that's all good there then, right?
I'm sorry.
That's all good on the screen that you see?
No, I cannot see what are you doing. I can put it, but I don't see how you move it.
So light crossbow, you got nothing. Component pouch or arcane, you got nothing. Scholar's pack is what you've chosen, and you don't have anything chosen for a simple weapon.
Yeah, I also don't have it. I have a rapier because of the draw training.
Oh, because of the drow thing. All right, we
Yes.
also get to pick another simple one. So what other kind of simple weapon do you want?
Two daggers.
I'm sorry?
Two daggers. Sorry, I don't know how to.
Why the hell is dagger not in here?
I wrote it in the chat.
That is weird. All right, well, we'll fix that at the end. I don't know why that's not letting me pick a dagger there. That is weird. All right, you roll out cantrips. You got Eldritch Blast. What else do you want?
I have the Memento Mori, the one that I showed
Oh,
you
that's a
in
custom one. Yep,
in Discord.
yep. And you have two custom ones for your level ones as well?
Yep. No, for level one spells, I have check. Yeah, I have here Hex and Armor of Agathis.
Put that in chat again, please.
Yeah. Well, are we level 1 or level 2?
Put both of them in there. Hex and what was your other one?
Yeah.
Oh, what is your second first level spell? Oh, darkness. Sorry.
And I'm sorry, darkness is second level spell. The other one is
Are you looking it up?
yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna do this. Next. We'll do feats after. Get your character name. I'll let you fill that out later. Not selected your otherworldly patron. How did I miss that? Oh, what is your patron? You said Genie, right? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, Genie, yes.
And which kind of genie was it?
It's Dao.
Okay. Go back over to review. Work like that. Okay, that's all good. Apply changes. All right, last thing for me to do is put your token in here. And I think you put it in Discord, did you not? Oh yeah.
Also, I think I also see in my bio, but I'm not sure if it's recorded or not. Say.
Okay, 1 second. I'm just about done.
Also my uncommon item is yes, that one.
What color do you want your token ring to be, David?
Purple, if you have it.
Gotta
Sorry,
be
say
purple.
purple? Okay. So she just kind of blend in with the rest of her outfit there. Maalath. Maalnath. Okay. Uncommon item. If it's something combining, you should be a click and drag it, or do you need help with that?
Yeah, it's and Road of the Pathkeeper. I wrote it in the chat, but I'm trying to find it.
Out of the pack. I have dragged that to your character sheet. What else you need help with, David?
I think that's it for now. I think I will check the. I think it's the basic is done.
Okay. All right, so let me get your token on the screen here and get that all squared away. Gary, and that's your back.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm not Gary. I meant to say Ryan. Sorry. So you're a halfling, so no dark vision unless you had something that gave you that.
Oh, halflings don't get dark vision? All right.
You go change your race now?
Nope, the die is cast.
And you will be
Okay.
doomed.
Details. Update default token. All right, so I think we got all the tokens squared away. Oh, Ninny, we didn't know what district you wanted to be from. Do you have a preference or want to know something more about one of the districts?
Learn how to take off mute.
Oh, did we lose you, Ryan? You with us?
No, I'm still here.
No, I was talking about your character, Ninny. Did
Nenny.
did you pick a district for Ninny?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I'll do the wharf as well.
Okay, one big happy family here. All right. Has everybody got their characters pretty much squared away now? You think?
Base walking speed is 30 feet for all of us, right?
I'm sorry, say again?
Our base walking speed is 30 feet for all of us?
That's correct. Yeah, I'm not going to put the limitations of smaller people on you. I've thought for a while I should put limitations on Tabaxi, but I won't worry about it right now. Okay, what is this? Oh yeah, that's the. Oh, got one more thing to do. Sorry guys, hold on. I thought that I did this already. I got. Oh, while I'm doing this, guys, introduce your characters, starting with left to right of the tokens down there. Assuming everyone sees it the same. So go and describe your character, your name, background, class, all that stuff. So we start introducing ourselves. David, you go first. I'm sorry, were you not ready to introduce your character?
Yeah, no. Let me for the for the last, please.
All right, Don, why don't you go ahead and go first?
I'll go.
Thank you.
Can Oh, I'm sorry. I was on mute. I was introducing myself, but go ahead.
Nenny Glowheart was born in the bustling port city of Bastet, a place where opportunity and danger walk hand in hand. Orphaned at a young age, she quickly learned that life was a struggle. Roaming the streets, she quickly learned the vibrant marketplaces were both her playground and her classroom, where she picked up the art of observation, the skills of a con artist, and the craft of thievery. Over the years, Nettie formed a bond with a group of street urchins, teaching them to fend for themselves. They became her family, and together they committed petty thefts to survive. Nettie's leadership and quick thinking earned her a reputation as a skilled thief. She focused on targeting the wealthy and corrupt and redistributing the spoils among the less fortunate. One night, while attempting to pickpocket a well-dressed noblewoman, Nenny was caught. Expecting punishment, she was instead approached by the noblewoman, who revealed herself to be a retired master thief named Elara. Recognizing Nenny's potential, she offered her a choice: service her apprentice or face the authorities. Nenny chose the former, learning the intricacies of the trade and the ethics of stealing from those who abuse their power. There you go. That's Nenny Glowheart for you.
Very nice.
All right.
Thank you for that. And she is a halfling. Did you say that somewhere? What her class was?
She's a halfling rogue, but I'm
Okay.
going to make her a thief when we gain some levels.
Okay. All right. So next up, let's see. Don, you want to try now?
I will. Can you hear me now?
I can.
I can.
Okay. I am Odra Adova, half elf, cleric. was trying to make a support character to assist with things. Seems to be something we ordinarily lack, so I was trying to fill that gap. I don't have a backstory. I do clericy things. I'm hoping to in the near future talk like Herbert the pervert, but I've got a sinus thing going on right now, and I can't get my voice up that high or do any of those things that Herbert deserves. That's all I got.
All right, I like it. Gary, why don't you go next?
Excellent. Well, Doug McKenzie is a half orc barbarian. He was abandoned in the city here when he was about 7, and taken in by a local tavern owner, and he's learned the skill of fermenting and brewing from anything. He's got a passion for alcohol, and he calls the people he likes hosers. And that's Doug. He likes to smash shit.
Human barbarian, right?
Nope,
Oh, half
half
orc
orc,
barbarian. Yeah, that's right. Human was Don's character.
half orc barbarian.
Okay. All right, David, you ready for introduce your character?
Yeah, more or less. Malnath is a drow from a noble family. That she was forced to study magic due to their family tradition. Her father and her grandfather were prestigious wizards there in their community, but she was not gifted. So one day, during a special cruel punishment from her tutor, because she was not doing good homework and the practice, a patron, a genius, an evil genius, appears to her and offered big powers instead of the souls of the bad people that she could kill for her. So she ran away from her community and then thought that the best idea to survive with this kind of pact is to become a bounty hunter. So she was chasing and hunting criminals and collecting their bounty. So she can, at the same time, that get powers and gives souls of the damned to her patron. She also gets money. That's more or less. She's fascinated with the dark and necromantic arts and the death, the shadow that there is between the living and the dead and the souls. And that's it. That's more or less her story.
Okay. All right. So to summarize, we have a human barbarian, a halfling rogue, a half orc barbarian, and a drow warlock. Did I get that right?
Yep.
Okay.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
All right. So somewhere along the lines, I'll drop in like another sidekick for you guys and get started. I think this is still designed for 5 characters, but I won't get hung up on that right now. I don't make you guys sit and watch me create another character because unfortunately the sidekick I created was a cleric. So we'll create another one since we already have a cleric in the group. All right, a couple things mechanical wise. So I talked about status. So anyone that starts already in the city will get a +1 to their status, especially since all 3 of you in this wharf. For you, Malnuth, since you didn't start here, you're not a native of it. I need you to roll me a D4. If you roll a 4, you get a +1 to your status. If you roll a 1, you get a -1. 2 or 3 is no effect. All right, you have a -1 to your status. So just make a
Okay.
So
note of that somewhere in your character sheet.
I was going to
Uh-huh.
say, how do we track that?
Put it in
Or
your bio section for now.
will you tell us if we've lost status by a decision we've made, or you've gained status, or?
Yeah, and just here, let me put it out for everybody. I may not remember this. I'm not sure where this comes up in the adventure, but let me show the players here. You guys should have all access to this. But if you scroll down that, probably about halfway, You'll see where it
Yeah.
says like starting status and per best status adjustments. So it shows you examples of different things that you can do to destroy your status or to improve it.
So if we start at 0, I start at -1 right now,
You
right?
start at -1.
Okay.
The other
So
three,
do you
since
know?
they go ahead.
Do you know where we have, like, I have the rage tracker and stuff? I've
Right.
made one that says status, and I've just gone up one.
Oh, okay, that's fine. You can track it however you want because I'm not sure
Okay.
when or how this affects. It's just one of the things that I noticed as I was reading through it that this is a potential plus. See, no one
Like,
here is tabaxi.
but if we
Anyone here?
finish,
Sorry, go ahead.
sorry, if we finish an interaction and say we do something really cool, you're gonna say, you know what, you guys get to add +1 to your status or whatever, right?
Probably. That's probably
Or
how it's going to be.
wow, or it's gonna be more, wow, I can't believe you did that. You've got a -9.
Right. Right. So I mean, just if you guys just peruse through that where it says per best uh, status in here, I mean, you can see killing a knoll, killing a Basteti, which is a tabaxi. Those are pretty bad. I mean, not as bad as damaging the dome of the divine face of Bastet. That's that big pyramid. So, killing a cat, like I said, this city is filled with them, or the dead. Again, they revere the dead or the undead here. So, just shows you different examples of different things to do. I'm not going to remember all these. I'll just be honest with you. So, if you guys notice something like this, please bring it to my attention. Okay? Any
Okay.
questions on that?
Yep. Nope.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be more questions later. Okay, everyone chose their one uncommon item to start, right?
You bet.
Okay.
Yeah.
And everyone is level 1. So here's what I want to do. So this is not necessarily an encounter, but I am going to roll randomly to something to add to your backstory to get you to level 2. We're not going to do an encounter, but you are going to go to level 2. So you can start leveling yourself up right now if you want. But this is also going to add something to your backstory here. So here's what I want. Let's start with David. Okay, where'd you say your original home is?
Um,
Like
it's in
desert,
the
farmland, forest, underdark?
Underdark. Underdark.
Okay,
Sorry.
so I'm gonna go to 246. Again, you guys can level up to 2 while I'm doing this. But this is gonna add a little flavor to your background. Okay. Okay, I need you to roll me a D12 next, David.
D12. Okay. Yeah.
8. Well, hell is a location here. But you're not from hell, you're from the Underdark.
Sorry, sorry. What did you ask? Sorry.
No,
The
nothing.
Underdark?
I'm just reading to myself that you could have. One of the options in here is you could be from hell, but you're not.
Oh. Oh. Well, I would like to visit it, but no, from now, no.
Okay, roll me a D10 now, David.
Okay.
9. All right. As you journeyed from the Underdark, to this on your journey here to Per Bastet. You came across a vast underground chamber. Here you found a mushroom forest and an underground pool. The temperature was so cool and comfortable. You saw the insects that scurried about were small and harmless. Moss and lichen formed soft layers over hard ground, making excellent beds for the weary. So, would you have traveled here on your own? Would you have been with somebody else?
No, no, I travel on my own.
On your own. Okay. So you found us being an excellent spot to rest your weary head for the night. And when you awoke, you found a gift from, you're not sure if it's from the gods, it's from the local creatures here, or maybe something beyond that. Maybe your patron herself left you a gift here, and you get to roll for an uncommon item. So if you want to put a note in your bio somewhere, your starter journey was subterranean refuge.
Subterranean refuge. Okay.
Let me spell that for you. You got it.
I got it. I got it.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. So you guys see where this is going, right?
Yeah. Brian, there's something seriously wrong with this character sheet.
What's going on?
When I go to Character Mancer, lets me start. I do the first thing, and it has class features, subclass. There's 4 of them, but I can't roll. I can't average the new hit points. I've got no drop down.
Mine's exactly
It's
the same.
weird. Yeah.
Jeez, what is going on, guys? I apologize.
No,
Let me go
no.
into your character sheet.
Yeah.
I even tried restarting the browser too, just in case, because it's a bit buggy sometimes. But
All right, so everyone close your character sheets. I'm gonna try something. Let me know when you're out.
Out.
I'm out.
I'm
You
out.
out, Don? Okay. All
Yep.
right. There's a something new they've been trying to push on us called Jump Gate and beta features. So I'm gonna first turn off the beta features here. I think, yep, your screen may restart. I don't know if it did or not.
yep.
Oh, we need to update our token names down there on the bottom there.
Right, see if you still have that same issue.
Right.
Is that a no or yes? I'm sorry, Gary.
I'm just trying. I
That's
just
a bit better now.
opened it up.
Okay.
Hey, we're good.
All right, so I turned the beta version off. What were you saying about updating the tokens, Don?
Just put your name in there. Right
Oh,
now
at the
it's
very bottom of the screen? Yeah.
yeah, and that's over in the gear on the bottom, top right. If anybody needs it.
All right, so I'm gonna open up my Excel spreadsheet for magic item tables. For you first, David?
Yep.
These are
What's
uncommons. You're not gonna
your
roll for the rarity. So David, I need you to roll me a D770.
the, 770.
Right. 250. What is your one magic item now?
It's the Rod of the Pact Keeper.
All right, so 250 is a, let's see here, making sure it doesn't have anything you can't use. It's called a Resolute Cloak. I'll have to bring that over. Transmogrifier. So somehow you got a magic item called a Resolute Cloak. And get ready to pull it over.
Sounds nice. Whatever it is.
I don't know if that's a new thing or if someone's had that before.
I wonder if it's purple.
Oh, let's see.
All right, that's what you have gained as well when you go to level 2.
Okay.
All right, next up, who wants to go next?
I can.
Okay, Gary. So you are from this place. So let's see. You can choose one of these regions, your choice. This kind of starts off the whole random table thing. Coast, desert. Let's see. What else makes sense here?
Great White North.
Great city. Yeah, coast, desert, or great city. I guess that's going to be choice for all three of you there in the Wharf District because you're all from this area. Which of those three do you want to start with?
I think he's going to be from the desert.
Desert. Okay. All right. Now I need you to roll me a d12.
Easy.
You rolled a 1. Okay, let me find that one. Roll me a d10. 4. Wow, this is desert? Let me go back and make sure I'm in the right section. Wow,
Maybe
I am.
it's dessert, not desert.
I was making sure I was reading in the desert because this first word here, I was like, really? Okay, let me read this. Ah, all right. So here you go, Gary. So you spent one day outside the city. What would be a reason why your character would be outside the city walls?
Went on a drunken wander and
Okay.
just ended up out there. Woke up lying in the sand.
Okay. I like it. Okay. So as you awoke, you were actually awoken by the sound of a large frog uh, croaking nearby you. And as you groggily woke up, the frog actually started talking to you. First, you thought you were still drunk, but then quickly realized that this was not a figment of your imagination. You were not hallucinating or whatever you were doing the night before that could have caused this. And this frog shares with you that it's a familiar of a nearby wizard who holed itself off in a cave and sent it out to find food. And you helped this frog go back and find the wizard who wasn't holed up in a cave; he just passed out in a cave like you. And you guys bonded together on your, I guess, similarities of how you like to get so freaking drunk that you pass out in random places. And he rewards you with your lifelong friendship with this wizard and with a magic item of his. So you get to roll up. Oh yeah, for your story, put somewhere in your bio, familiar frog.
Yeah. Okay.
And roll me a 770.
No. What?
11.
11.
Wow. And what is your one magic item? You got a magic weapon, correct?
My war pick. Yeah.
All right, roll again. 'Cause I'm going to give you another magic item. Another magic weapon, I should say. 53.
Holy shit. How drunk was I? Can't even roll a freaking dice.
All right, so I got to look this one up, but you can write this down. You have an armor of cushioning.
Mm-mm.
Don't ask me yet what that means. I gotta
Armor
look it up.
It's armor of cushion for the pushing.
All right. Anyone having trouble leveling up? Is it working for everybody now?
I'm done.
Okay.
I didn't
Just
have an issue though.
Yeah, leveling up to 2 usually isn't that big of a earth-shattering change, right?
Yeah.
Lots of magic. Page 12. Armor cushioning. While wearing this armor, you have resistance to bludgeoning damage. This is padded armor. Can you wear padded armor as a barbarian? Or is this
I
screwing
can
you over?
wear light or medium, but will that affect my unarmored defense?
Oh, that is true. So if it's going to affect your class ability, then I'll let you re-roll.
Yeah, it will.
This is light armor.
I don't think. Yeah, I can't wear any armor.
And not if you want your unarmored defense. Sorry, I should
Right.
have caught that when you first did it. My fault.
Nope, no worries.
Okay, roll it again.
1D770.
There you go. Got a bigger number that time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you can wear helmets. It doesn't affect your armor class. Now I gotta look at Helm of the Slashing Fin. I gotta look this one up because I've never had this one before. I'll read it, then I'll put a screenshot in Discord. Wondrous item, uncommon, requires attunement. While wearing this helm, you can use an action to speak its command word to gain the ability to breathe underwater. But you lose the ability to breathe air. Oh shit. You can speak its command word again or remove the helm as an action to end this effect. Okay, all right, so it's not like a death sentence.
No.
Special ability Fin Slash. The helm has 3 charges and it regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. You can use an action to expend one of its charges to swing your head in the direction of a target you can see within 10 feet of you. The helm's fin extends and makes an attack roll with a +5 bonus. Holy shit, that's pretty good at level 1 or level 2. On a hit, the target takes 2d6 slashing damage. If you move at least 20 feet straight towards the target and the fin hits on the same turn, the hit is a critical hit. Wow. Am I just overly optimistic, or does that sound like a pretty good uncommon
That sounds
item?
pretty fucking awesome. I'm gonna need help putting that on my character sheet.
Well, I'll create a handout
Okay.
for it, but for now, I'm gonna put it in Discord for you.
Okay.
There you go. It's in Discord.
Okay.
All right. So
Brian, one question, quick question. Do I have to do something to have all the information in this game? Because I don't have most of the spells that I have with Misty in the other game. I don't know if it's something I need to do or I did something wrong.
you have those 2 that we talked about, Memento Mori.
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm not talking about the ones you put me. But I'm trying to add, for example, Booming Blade, and it doesn't appear on the compendium. But in the other game with Misty, I could search for it and copy it to the sheet.
I
But
may not have shared that source with you guys, so let me finish getting these guys, and I'll drag it over your character sheet before we get going. I'll get it for you. Okay.
Okay.
That's the downside of creating a new game. Sometimes there's stuff I just forgot to carry over. All right, who wants to go next?
I will.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So you want to choose coast, desert, or great city?
Great city.
Great city. Okay, and then roll me a d12. Ooh. I like it when I go, ooh. Okay, roll me a D10 now. Okay, a 6. Okay, let me figure out how to spin this. All right, so early days of you being in the city, you took an interest in the city basically developed a problem with waste disposal. Their old spot where they used to always dump it outside the city, something happened where the ground became contaminated or something like that. Somebody basically forced them to move your waste disposal to a different part outside of the city. And what this caused was the local coyote population in the desert was using the old waste disposal place as a means to sustenance. And since they got moved, there were coyotes now infiltrating the city proper. And you joined a local militia group to kind of help um, resolve that issue. Now, I'll let you decide. Is this something where you would have taken uh, efforts to like destroy the coyotes? Would you have tried to give them a new food source, lead them to the new waste dump? How would your character have try to help resolve that issue?
Oh, definitely help the coyotes out.
Okay. So how would you want to come up with how you did that? You immediately come up with that? How you want to do that? It's up to you.
I guess maybe tried to lead them to the new the site of the new disposal area, the dump.
Okay. All right.
Well, they've eventually found it anyway because they got a pretty good sense of smell, right?
Yeah, they do. But you guys moved it to I'd say it's like a completely different spot of town, and the Coyotes were like a local pack, so
Right.
they were kind of reluctant to move to the new area. But we can say that you helped lead them to the new area, to find new homes and stuff. If you're okay with that.
Yep.
Okay. So I'll say you and a select few that were, I guess, maybe a little bit more skilled at handling these type of animals or more familiar with them, able to relocate this several packs of coyotes to the new area where the new waste disposal place is. And let's see, how can you come up with a magic item of this? Oh, I know. Here's one. So as the pack started to establish themselves in the new area, they dug new dens for them and their young to sleep in. And on the last days, as you were checking up on the coyotes, one of the mother wolves that just had a litter brought to you a magic item within her mouth and presented to you as a gift for saving her and her
Aw.
family.
Awesome.
Aw.
Was it a ring of dark vision by any chance?
We are about to find out. So,
Depends on what you roll, buddy.
that's 770. What you need to roll?
770.
770. 454. 454. You are a rogue, right?
Yes.
Okay, you get to roll again because that you cannot use. 768.
Wow.
Holy shit. You know what 768 equals, Ryan?
Vorpal sword?
The wolf had 2 uncommon items in her mouth, is what
Oh, wow.
768 means. So you get to roll 2 more times and get both of them.
Wow.
Instead of rolling 2 times, will you let me have one uncommon item and let that uncommon item be a ring of dark vision?
Let me think on this. First off, let me see if it's uncommon. Is a Ring of Dark Vision uncommon?
I'm not sure.
I've never seen one. Seems pretty uncommon to me.
Can I do a persuasion check against the DM? I don't know how that works.
You have to mail him a bottle of bourbon.
I'm just putting it out there, Brian. If it's not going to work, I'll just do it. You do whatever's easier for you.
Well, first I'm just looking to see if Ring of Dark Vision was something you just made up. Or it really is something.
I assume it's something. I don't know.
It's not in the compendium. I don't see it in my uncommon list. So hold on. Let me think on this. So tell you what, I'll still make it a luck draw. Rings are going to be numbers 362 through 410. So if one of your two rolls is between that number, I'll let you have a Ring of Dark Vision.
Nice.
So
Go on those dice, buddy.
So roll a D7. It's going to be between 362 and 410. What'd you
410.
roll?
Oh,
It's okay.
All right, so 674. Gotta find that uncommon Vorpal sword, aren't you? 674. I'll have to look this up, but go and write this down. It's a Bezoar, Bezoar, of the Bespectacled Owlbear, 61. That's the important number, 61, so I gotta look it up. Okay, and then 167. Watch, one of these things are probably end up being a holy shit.
a hooded dark vision.
Okay, let me think how I want to do this. I think I looked this up. It's a Hathorn mask, but I'm trying to remember if that is just for Wyclorn or not. Let me look that up. Sorry. Let me do your first one for what I say, page 61.
Yeah.
Three.
I had to look it up. So a bezoar is basically a hairball.
I found it here. It says, okay, Wondrous Atom uncommon. While this bezoar, or a hairball, that's what we're calling it, sits in your stomach, you have advantage on saving throws against poison, and you have immunity to the poison condition. In addition, you can't be surprised while you are conscious. Holy shit. What are bezoars? Here we go. Oh, it's got a whole write-up on bezoars. A bezoar is a solid mass of indigestible material that accumulates in a creature's digestive tract. A bezoar looks and feels like a small stone. Any creature can expel a bezoar, but bezoars from creatures with magical origins or with natural inclination for magic have a unique magical property when consumed by another creature. To gain benefits of bezoar, you must swallow it. When you swallow bezoar, your hit point maximum is reduced by 2d4. And bezoar remains in your stomach for a number of days equal to that amount. At the end of the duration, you automatically regurgitate the used up bezoar, take 2d4 acid damage from the process of expelling the bezoar, and your hit point maximum returns to normal. The used up bezoar is non-magical and crumbles to dust within minutes. A successful DC 15 medicine check can force you to regurgitate the bezoar early. The bezoar that has been regurgitated before the end of its duration recharges and becomes fully functional again after 24 hours have passed, provided it remains outside of the creature's body this entire time. Wow.
It doesn't sound good.
Now, since you're level 1, I'll change that 2d4 to 1d4 so you're not worried about just killing yourself. But let me first I'll put the short version and then I'll put the long one below that in Discord chat. Do this, put it in Discord chat. Now I'll put the lower portion of all these, because there's several kinds of Bazoors in there, so it gave like a big write-up of all the stuff. There's another paragraph I didn't even read.
Well, there's a whole curse thing in there.
All right, so now I gotta look up Hathorn mask to see if that is specific to a Wyclorn or if anyone can use it. Hold, please. Transmogrifier.
Brian, that's a horrible thing to have.
What made it horrible? There's something I didn't read?
The Bazoor thing?
Yeah.
Voices constantly tell you terrible things. Maybe true, maybe not, but certainly off-putting. The first time a creature damages you, you must succeed in a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or be frightened of that creature.
Oh, because of the
Until you
curse?
fall unconscious, yeah.
No. Disregard that curse.
Oh, that takes all the fun out of it.
Well, I mean, okay. Well, Ryan, if you'd like to keep that curse, you can keep that curse.
Only when I eat it, though, right?
I don't. Is that what it says?
I guess it sits in your stomach. So yeah, I guess I have to eat it for it to actually do these things.
Yeah, correct. You have to have. Yeah, it's got to be in your stomach to get the benefits of it. Per that second little thing I put in Discord chat there. All right. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, looking up Hathorn mask. That's what I was doing.
You know, you could probably sell this for a ring of night vision.
Probably could, yeah.
Hathorn mask. Where are you? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I made a D8. Oh, there's a thing I think lets you see in the dark if you get it right. So I'm gonna let you roll this with advantage, Ryan. Roll D8 one more time. A 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what? Fuck it. You have a Hathorn mask of night seeing.
Sweet.
Nice.
So I got to bring that one over. So you'll have that full one.
The side effect is you also see Odra naked all the time, no matter what he's wearing. And
Well, that's just because he never wears clothes, right?
And it just disturbs you greatly.
Skip night seeing. Restore.
It makes me invisible, but only when no one's watching me.
That's right.
Oh, it says Sorcerer and Ryclaren class only. You know what? I'm gonna waive that for you. Because technically Wyclaren aren't in Midgard, so we won't call it a Wyclaren mask. Ryan, are you happy?
I'm always happy.
Okay. Well, I thought you'd be ecstatic. I got you something that can let you see in the dark. Maybe the rest of the party should be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
All right, who we got left? Is it just
Me.
just me? Okay, which one do you want to pick? Coast, desert, or great city?
Let's. And this is like a background, or
This is just kind of like a how you got here and how you got more experience and how you're going to get another magic item, basically.
coast.
Coast? Okay.
Coast.
Oh, not toast?
No,
Okay,
not toast.
roll me a
I like
D12.
A D12. Damn.
4, which makes it that one. Go to that page. Now roll me a D10.
1D10.
1.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let me read. Figure out how we turn this into. You roll it twice for a reason?
Oh, I was just checking to see if that period made any difference.
Oh, what? Did it?
Yeah, because it didn't actually roll anything. Notice how it doesn't have the
Oh, yeah, you're
bracket?
right. You're right. I did do it. Okay, I'll
Yeah.
take your 6.
Thank you.
You picked coast, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, what's a reason for you to be sitting at one of the docks facing the river?
Sitting at the dock of the bay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I would have been basking in God's glory.
Sooner or later, I got to share with you all the gods that are in this thing, so you can pick one of them. But okay, you were out there worshiping one of your gods, right? Or maybe your
Yep.
god, the god. Okay.
Mhm.
As you're sitting at the dock one day, a group of young commoners approach you and inform you of a nearby giant seahorse. Part of a nearby giant seahorse. Oh, a giant seahorse racing set up by a greedy noble, and the youths are eager to free the seahorses and return them to the water. However, when I'll stop there. So these young commoners would have asked you to help them stop this giant seahorse racing because they say the noble has been treating the seahorses badly and they need to be set free. How would you react to that?
Um,
Like
I
you don't
definitely would have.
care? Would you help
I
them? You say whatever.
I would have gone over to determine for myself what was going on.
Okay. All right. So they take you to this kind of, what do you call it when a section of the water is fenced off, like they can't get out into the oceans, netted off, yes,
Yeah.
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 quarantined off, something like that. There's a section with several dozen seahorses and a small water pen, along with one that the noble is actually trying to break in the water as well. So that's what you see when you go over there. So what is your intentions? How do you want to try to handle this? Or what
Um,
would you do? I'm not gonna make you roll. This is more of just like a flavor. Tell me how you would handle this.
yeah, I'd probably persuade him to let the animals, God's creature, go free.
Okay. All right. So I'm not gonna make you roll for this. So if that's the route you would take, you're basically trying to free the seahorses, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Uh, the noble argues with you for a while, but you also have the young commoners, and then the young commoners' extended family all then shows up, and before you know it, there's a riot of the good-hearted people of the city that are overwhelming this noble. In the end, he sets all the giant seahorses free, and as a gift, there is an older lady, say the grandmother of one of the commoners you helped, walks up to you and tells you that she is a follower of whatever god oversees this river. And she presents to you a magic seashell. And she says, if you cast into the river, it will present you with a gift from that goddess. So
All right.
as you toss the shell into the sea, nothing happens for several minutes, but then you see one of the seahorses you set free rise up out of the water with a magic item within its tail gripped. So
Okay.
770 for your magic item. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you what to put on your character sheet for this story. Sorry, let me get back to that.
Okay.
I don't know, what is this word? F-U-G-U-E? Fugue? Fugue?
Fugue.
Fugue
Fugue.
for free riders. Mark that down as your somewhere in your background or your bio. Okay? And you rolled a 389. 389. And your one magic item right now is what?
It's a shield.
And you are a cleric, right?
That is correct.
And you have proficiency with simple and martial, or just simple?
Simple.
All right, let me look this up before I say what it is to see if you can even wield it. What do you have for a ranged weapon right now? Anything?
I do not.
You're a cleric. All right, so this is part of a set. This is the Rings of Endless Javelins. And I think someone here has had that before.
I had that in the other game. I have that, or in Vega has it. No, not Vega. The one of the PCs, the NPCs we have, has it. The last
All
one I
right.
played.
In a second, I'm gonna bring it over for you.
I assume that's a good thing.
Well,
Is
it's
it
part of
pretty
the
cool?
set, so
Yeah, it is pretty awesome.
you got a pretty good history with sets, Don.
Yeah, I do.
You don't have to go and pick up your javelins. Just keep throwing them.
Yeah.
Why is it not in here? I must not put it in my master one. What game was that, Gary?
In what we've just been playing with
Scales of
Vega,
War?
and yeah,
Let me see if I dropped it in there. I just didn't put it in my master library.
in the 5-day one shot.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, there you go, Don.
All right. Thank you.
So I guess for right now, you can just like drag a javelin. Oh, +1 javelin. Drag that over to your character sheet. You can use that for a standard attack whenever you use this.
All right. Thank you.
It just takes a bonus action to activate it. Okay, so that's everybody, right? All right, what was that, like 2 hours to go through
Right.
that?
Mhm.
All right, let's see if we can get this actual adventure started now, shall we? All right, so let's see, where do you guys start? And I think I prefaced all you guys saying I did very little research on this, so bear with me for a second. Okay, we talked about that. You got your uncommon items. Adventure will start just outside the perfume district. Do you guys want to come up with a reason as to why you guys are all together? Or we just want to wave it and say you guys all know each other? And you're hanging
We
out.
all know each other.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's
Hanging.
3 of us at least that do.
Yeah.
So the perfume district is up here. And it says you guys are hanging out somewhere just outside the perfume district. So where is the read out loud text? Here. It's noon on a hot day in a bustling marketplace outside of Per Bastet's perfume district. The scent of cinnamon, incense, and sweat lingers in the air. Nearby, a camel trader and his long train of animals shamble past, the smell of musk trailing after them. A crowd of dancing, henna-painted young women follows a handsome man beating a darbuka. I don't even know what the heck that is. I'm assuming it's some kind of a drum. Beating a darbuka, D-A-R-B-U-K-A. Behind him, 3 men bear an enormous carpet bound for a nearby building and shout for people to get out of the way. It says, as the PCs sit and sip tea or shop in the perfume district, you guys notice, or maybe you don't notice. Everyone roll me a perception roll.
In the open or to the GM?
Let's make it open.
Okay. Okay, fine. Be that way.
Alrighty. So obviously, Odra and Doug notice this. Ninny and David, change your avatar name at the bottom to your character name so I can get.
I can't. There is no that tab in my.
If you go up to the little cog up by the chat window, little sprocket looking thing.
The top right.
Yeah, top right. The drop down
Yes,
menu,
top right.
personalization display. It says
Yes.
display name there. You change it there.
Display. Okay, display name. Display what? Sorry.
Whatever your character's name is. Malvoth, I think it was, right?
Yeah, but okay. You mean the name? Okay. I sorry.
And keep your name in brackets, Odra.
Yeah. I thought that you were.
So we know who
I don't know
Odra
how.
is.
No, I mean that the tab to click for advantage is not in my sheet, so I cannot change the double.
No, not in your
sorry.
sheet. The upper right-hand corner of the actual Roll20 screen, or like over the chat window is. You should see like a little sprocket thing on the far right, upper right-hand corner.
Yes.
Click on that, and then click under where it says personalization and display.
Yeah.
And under there you should say display name. Right there you should be able to overwrite that name. Oh, you got it.
Yeah. I changed it.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
I'm sorry.
I was talking that.
Put your
No, I
real
was
name
talking-
in brackets, though.
Okay.
Dawn.
I'm gonna fix your sheet so you have all the clicking things for advantage and whispers.
I'm getting there, Gary.
There you are. Blacker.
Hmm.
You like
There
to be
you go.
anonymous.
All right, now back to the perception rolls. So Doug and Odra, you notice a familiar face watching you. I don't remember what district she's from, but Perfume District is not hers. Matter of fact, you would know just from being from the city that this is an uncommon place to see her. Her name is Mistress Henna. Oh crap. Here, let me do this. There's no way I can say this name. I'm trying to figure out what like origin these names are from. Because holy crap, trying to say these names is very difficult.
Mistress Hannah Slappentickle.
Let's put her on the token layer. And I'll move her closer to you guys. Actually, you guys need to move up here by the perfume district. You see her up here?
Yeah.
If you scroll up. But you don't see her name, do you?
No.
Okay, click on see name. Update default token. Save settings. Oh, you still can't see her name, can you?
Nope.
Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, it's because she's an NPC. I gotta figure out how to fix that. All right, so let me type it and put it in Discord chat because I know I'm not saying her name right. Copy, paste. Yeah, how do you say that last name?
Mijalidi.
Yeah, what Gary said.
Mijalidi.
Mijalidi.
Mistress Hannah Mijalidi. She's a slap and tickle specialist.
That sounds like Italian name, Mijalidi.
I think all the names that you said in this I'm from Arabic origin.
Yeah, very Arabic.
Oh, okay. So is that Arabic too then? I don't know how you say it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Like like what are
It
those
would be like a
dates?
henna melidi.
The Majul dates.
Henna
The
melidi. Something like
Milady.
that.
Yeah, Milady. I think it would be
Yeah.
Milady.
Well, henceforth, I shall call her Miss Henna.
Miss Hannah Melida.
Yeah.
All right, you notice Mistress Henna peering at you from a nearby cafe. It says here she is smoking a long hookah pipe
Right?
and
Very Middle Eastern.
smiles enigmatically and approaches. Well, isn't that just lovely? I only see 2 tokens up here though. Put you guys up here next to Miss Henna. You guys see where I'm pinging? Don and
No. Ah, no,
David.
no. Ah, yeah. But it's in the other side of the world. It's too big, the map.
Okay, who rolled the highest? And who rolled the lowest?
Me.
Odra. Odra was the highest, I mean.
Okay, and oh yeah, Molnoth. Molnoth, you didn't notice her, but you see a somewhat, well, not somewhat, a very attractive tabaxi face lean over your shoulder and introduces herself to you. As she leans in to introduce herself, you can hear her purring even as she talks quietly. Says here, Henna is a beauty with feline guile. She wears long, flowing silk robes and carries her blade in a leather scabbard. She is covered in henna tattoos that accentuate her litheness. Apart from the long gray tail and amber eyes, this veiled feline beauty could almost be mistaken for a human. Let's see here. What else does she tell you? She leans in and says she's heard some of the tales that you folks have done recently, citing these stories that I share with you, as far as how you got your last uncommon item, made your names known throughout the city. Maybe not to everybody, but at least she's heard the tales of you. And she has a request of you all, if you are most interested. And those of you that are from here know that she has somewhat of a pull. I just don't remember what district she's from. Whatever district she's in, she has a little bit of a pull. She could be a good friend to have if you can buddy up with her, basically. Let's see. She explains to you guys that a very valuable gem that was a family heirloom has been stolen from her. She tells you there's a thief named Rahid that snatched it only just an hour ago and dashed into the perfume district, where she knows he has friends here. Henna confides in you that she is afraid of the perfume district, as many people there would not hesitate to harm her if they found her here. She's going to offer you guys 500 gold pieces if you can recover her property.
I like
What does the
500
gem look like?
gold.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Ryan?
What does the gem look like? What kind of a gem is it?
That is a very good question, and she describes it to you in detail.
Gemmy looking.
It's in there somewhere, but I'm gonna say she describes to you what it looks like. Let's see here.
And
Go ahead.
And can she describe this Rahid person? And how does she know Rahid?
Okay.
He furnishes you a good description of the thief. Oh, here it is. An ugly, slight, rat-like man with rotting teeth. Let's see if she says anything else here. I'll say she gives you a little bit more description than that, because there are a lot of rat-like men here with rotting teeth. But she could point out what he was last seen wearing as well.
Colorado Avalanche jersey.
Yeah,
Sorry.
something like that.
Yeah.
It was a Denver Broncos jersey, actually.
Oh, here it is. She describes the gem. It's a large tiger's eye on a chain. So I'm assuming everyone says, "Yeah, we'll do the job for you."
Yeah, like we'll take care of that, eh? We'll go find that,
Yeah.
eh?
I just asked her to point us in the direction he was last seen running off in, and if she has any idea where he might be headed.
You know where he lives, eh?
Well, she'll point out the direction she last seen him running between alleys, but she'll tell you that she doesn't feel safe staying in this district, so
Did
she
I go
didn't
off the
follow him
line?
far enough. That's why she grabbed you guys to see if you would help her.
No worries, but where will we find you after, eh?
I don't hear anybody.
To get our reward, eh? Can you
Don,
guys
you
hear
don't
me?
hear us? I hear you, Gary.
Oh, I hear you now.
Okay. Did you hear anything I just said before?
No, I heard about the gem and then it just went blank. I
Yeah,
didn't hear anything.
she pointed in the direction down an alley of where she saw him last run off to, but she doesn't feel safe staying in this district. So that's why she grabbed you guys to kind of help track him down and bring back the stolen gem.
All
And then,
right.
and then someone asked something. What'd you guys ask?
I asked. Well, Ryan asked if she had an idea where he would go and where he would hang out, and I asked where we would find her after.
Oh, okay. There's an answer in that here somewhere.
That's a good
Uh,
question.
you guys know what district she's from, even though I can't find it in the notes here. And she tells you that just head back to her district, and she tells them that she will find them, once they arrive within her district.
Probably near the river of sand. It's like a big litter box for tabaxi.
Let me pull up her
How
character
does she?
sheet.
How does she know Rahid, and how did he get the gem in the first place?
I'm sorry, I was reading. What'd you say, Ryan?
How does she know Rahid, and how did he get the gem in the first place?
Her and Rahid have a history. He has been a constant thorn in her side, meddling in her affairs. So she thinks he did this more out of spite than it was to gain any kind of like monetary value of it. And how he
So,
stole it was. She doesn't tell me that in here, I don't think. So I'm gonna make something up. I reserve the right to changes if I find it in the notes. I'll say he actually stole it right off of her neck, broke the
so
chain, and took off.
Okay. All right.
Doug's gonna look at her and go, "So, Mistress Milady, do you just want the gem back, or do you want him punished and gotten rid of?"
There's no need for bloodshed. I'm sure the higher ups would frown upon that. Just
Do you want us to hurt
give
him
back
a
my
little?
gem, and
You rough him up a little
what you
bruising,
choose to do with him is of your decision, not of mine. That is not part
chucking
of my
knuckles.
payment.
So, okay, well, we're gonna chuck some knuckles.
If you all agree, she'll shake the hand of whoever your de facto leader is, if you have one.
Okay.
Doug will shake her hand.
And I should have asked this at the beginning. So, Ninny, are you a male or female?
Female.
Female. Okay, and Doug, you're a male, correct?
Yeah.
Odra's a male, and Malnath is a female as well, right?
Yep, correct.
Okay. All right, so you see her as she shakes each of your hands. She kind of bats her eyes, trying her best to do a charming, flirtatious, thank you very much, my brave hero kind of thing, and does the same thing even with the women. Matter of fact, she may linger a little bit longer as she grabs or shakes the hands of Ninny and Malnath before she disappears out of the district back into her wherever she came from.
She's
All right.
pretty.
So she pointed the direction of where you need to try to find. I already forgot the name. Shahid, Rahid.
Rahid.
Okay, I'm glad you guys are writing it down. If there's ever been a adventure where you guys need to write shit down, this is the one.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Okay, let's see here.
Could this be helpful? Maybe not, right? For know some information about that guy?
Look at you, getting ahead of me. I like it because it said that you could gossip checks. You guys can start asking around the areas where they saw the person head off to based on the description. This is probably a good one for you to use here, Manath. Ear to the ground. Frequent contact
That's
with people.
So what?
All right. So what I want you to do is give me a. This is your choice: an insight or a persuasion. What kind of charisma skill are you skilled at, Manath?
I think I have all of them. Persuasion,
All
perception,
of them.
yeah, all the charisma
All right. Pick
and
one and
deception.
roll it with advantage. To me, you got
Okay.
to whisper it to me.
Okay. Yeah. Here.
Okay. And what is your status number? You have a negative, right?
-1. Yeah.
Okay. So it's a -1 to that because of your status. Okay.
For now.
All right. So you quickly start kind of asking around some of the locals around here who saw it, and several of them point you in the direction of where he was last seen running down, a little bit further than what Mr. Senna showed you guys. So you guys are on the path. Need to make 2 more checks to keep following this trail. 2 more successful checks before 2 failures. So you're only going to get 1 of these with advantage with that ear to the ground. So let's let someone else make a check. How do you want to go about this? Either use a skill check that you want to use, or the same thing, you can kind of ask around.
I was going to ask around, but use intimidation to get an answer.
Okay. You can
Pull this little critter into an alley and pick him up off the ground, and do you know Rahid? Do you know where he is?
Okay.
And roll it to you.
Yep. And remind me what your status modifier or deduction. I don't care if you were 0 or plus or where you were.
For
Remember that status thing I had you guys roll for, or I gave you at the beginning?
I'm a +1.
Okay, that's a +1 to whatever this roll is. But yeah, whisper it to me. Okay. You see him kind of look at you, somewhat like scared of you, scared of looking around. It's like, just don't hurt me, man. I don't know. Didn't see him anywhere. That's a fail.
Mm.
Yep.
Who wants to go next?
I'll go next. So
Can I give you guidance in your check?
Right, I'll allow that.
Okay, but I don't have still the copy in the sheet the cantrip.
Yeah, there's a D4 I believe added to the roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you want to go about this, Don?
You know what? I'm just going to talk to him like a normal person and try to persuade him to give us some information.
Okay. And add your status modifier to that. Whisper it to me.
Okay. 2. Okay, I gotta like. I don't remember how to write that. What is it?
How to write
Whack and send it to you.
Oh, you click on your character sheet at the top where it says 2GM or public.
Yep.
And then you click on this skill. Where you're doing persuasion or deception
I'm sorry. I thought you wanted my plus number.
No.
Okay.
Just tell me what your plus number is. It was a +1, right?
+3.
+3? How'd you get +3 for your status?
Oh, it's a status.
Your status number.
+1 for being a Bastidi. +2 for being a cleric or a priest or whatever.
But you're not a Bastidi. That doesn't mean you're from here. That means you are a Tabaxi. That's what that +1 for Bastidi was. You had to be like a Bastidi is what a Tabaxi is in Midgard because they couldn't use the word Tabaxi.
Okay. I
Okay.
thought it was being from here, but okay, I'm a +2 then.
Okay. All right. And then roll a d4 if you want to take your guidance.
Heck yeah. Oof, I needed that.
Okay. This guy tells you, yeah, he saw him, and assuming you guys saying his name as well. He says he's pretty sure he knows the neighborhood where he lives, and he points you in the direction of where his house is supposed to be in. That's 2 successes, 1 failure. You need 1 more success to find his location. Who wants to go next? Who hasn't gone yet? Ryan?
Sure.
Okay, how do you want to go about this?
The only thing I'm really good at is perception.
Okay. You can give me a perception roll to see if you can locate, per the description of that last guy I told you, there's the house that he tried to describe, and add your
All right.
status to it. Or just let me know what your status modifier is.
The status modifier is 1.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. And it's up to you if you want to add a guidance to that.
If that's not high enough, then sure.
I can't tell you what
Yeah,
the
yeah.
DC is.
I'll just leave it with that number then. I think that's good enough.
So you're level 2. You really think my DC is going to be that high? Holy shit. All right, 3 successes. All right, you guys find the abode, the building that the last guy kind of described to you, what it looked like. And now let me scroll down to find this. That was your perception roll, right? Since you rolled so well, you also noticed something else. So hold please while I read. You notice with that high perception roll, there's someone else following you. I'm looking for a description of him so I can describe him to you.
Ugly, slight rat-like, with rotting teeth. Mwah.
Everyone here, give me a history check with advantage if you're from Bastet.
In the open.
No, whisper it to me. Okay. So Doug and Odra recognize. Wait a minute. You recognize this person as Hakan Al. Holy crap! He's got like a 6-word name. Hakan
Yep.
Karim Zamir Nilmu Chatun.
So people
How in
just
the
call him
hell?
Hakan.
How in the hell are we supposed to memorize all these freaking names? Holy crap! Pretty sure he's a gnoll, and he always has his little henchmen with him, his little kobolds. Let's see, who noticed him? That would have been Ninny.
Any.
All right, so Ninny, you recognize him,
And Doug.
and Doug. That's right. Yep, both you guys notice him. He's kind of keeping pace with you guys, and as you guys notice him, he kind of smiles and kind of beckons you guys over to him.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go back and. Oh, you want, eh? Like, what are you after there, eh, Hack? Why are you following us, Hack? What the heck? What the heck, Hack?
Oh, I totally fucked that up. All right, so you noticed him back in the marketplace where you first saw Henna, and then it was actually his kobolds that he sent to follow you guys. But you recognize them as well. So I got to retcon this because I didn't read the part that I needed to read. I apologize. So the kobolds are actually approaching you, but you recognize them with their insignia of Mr. Hakan. Let's see here. They speak in very rough common. I think kobolds normally speak Draconic. I don't think, does anybody here speak Draconic?
Nope.
I'm looking. Language. Draconic. I got it.
Yeah, I'm just double checking that kobold actually speaks Draconic, so. Let me double check real quick. Yeah, Draconic.
Actually,
So you do have it?
I do.
Okay.
Nice, Doc. I just saw your picture.
So the kobolds are not as articulate as you would like them to be in common, but they get across Hakon's point, even more so in Draconic once they realize that, who was it, Audra speaks Draconic. They seem somewhat relieved as they change to Draconic and tell you the full story. They tell you that Hakon warned you guys that the person you're dealing with is not all she seems. They tell you that Henna is a dangerous liar, and Hakon begs you guys to his humble home on the street of 10,000 Fools. Residency behind the red door depicting camels leaping the sun. They will verify for you that the house you have found is the house of Hakan, but they still urge you to, not Hakan, yeah.
Rahid.
Rahid, thank you. It is the house of Rahid, but they urge you to speak to Hakan before you infiltrate his facility. They tell you they will stay and keep a watch and notify Hakan if Rahid leaves this residence, but they urge you before you do anything else to meet with Hakan. What would you like to do?
Kill the Knowles and no, just kidding. Just kidding.
Can we meet Hakon somewhere more public? Because we don't
Sorry?
really know, right?
What do
Can
we
we-
know of Hakon? Is he respectable?
I don't know. One second, let me pull it up, see what he says.
Because I agree with Ryan. Like
He has to have a status.
We might meet him at a Starbucks.
Okay, Hakan. This would be common knowledge, since you guys are from the city. He is a knoll. He is a slaver. He is a carpet merchant, and he's a camel dealer. His reputation is that of a large, smiling, despicably annoying, chattering knoll. He has a vast network, rumor has it, of kobolds and other creatures throughout the city that keep their ears out. So there's not much that happens in the city he doesn't know about.
He might be a better ally than Mistress.
I think that's about all it's going to tell me here. But I will say for now that he lives somewhere here within the perfume district.
He says that the other guy doesn't steal from the lady, right?
He urged you guys to go speak with him, see him before you do any task or deed that Mistress Henna has asked you to do. He said you can't trust her.
Okay,
And
we
we're on
can
the.
talk to him, but we have made an agreement with the lady. If the ring is stolen, we will recover it for her.
Yeah, is the ring stolen or not?
That's what she told you.
It's a gem, right? Not a ring?
Yeah, it was a gem.
All right.
It was on a chain, right?
Correct.
But if you are interested in we talk to Rashid, it's because you know something. So do you know if the ring is stolen?
You're talking to the kobolds, not to Hakan. Remember, he's not there. He sent his kobolds after you guys.
Ah, okay. Ah,
I
okay.
think
Sorry.
And
I think
they
it's
if you
time to go talk to the kobold. Talk to the big dude. I think.
What?
What do you guys think?
I think we're on the path of 10,000 fools. Why would we want to be 10,004 fools?
Well,
So
if we know this guy's connected, then we could either have her as an enemy or him and his whole group as an enemy. It doesn't hurt to go and talk to the guy.
well, I mean, behind the DM screen, they both have connections, and you guys know
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
you're choosing a side here is what this is forcing you to do.
Yeah. But we don't know which side to choose if we don't even talk to the dude.
Yeah.
We can
Is
go
he
talk
going to
to
offer us
1,000.
more than 500?
Yeah.
So
Well, we can see
Molnoff
what
asked a
he says.
question, I think, of the kobolds. Are you asking the kobolds that question about if they know about the ring or the? Now you got me saying ring of the gem, or are you holding that information back? Because they have said nothing about the stolen gem. They just said that you shouldn't trust whatever Hannah has you doing.
Can we try to figure it out if they are lying
They are lying about what?
about the lady is not trustable?
About what? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
About that we cannot trust in the lady.
Well, they're just
Yeah,
telling you what Hakan. They're just telling you what Hakan says.
Yeah.
They're messengers for Hakan. So yeah, you can do an insight check, see if they believe it.
Yeah, they believe it, right? Okay, I understand.
Okay, whisper it to me.
Okay. No, this is not really good for me.
Roll it again. You gotta whisper it to me.
Oh, sorry.
Click on to GM.
Yeah.
You're not really sure. Kind of hard to tell. They're just stupid kobolds.
Okay, let's hang me out and then
Kobolds
decide
or
what to do.
gnolls?
What do you guys want to do?
Are they kobolds or gnolls?
These are kobolds. His messengers are kobolds. That's why they're
Okay.
speaking Draconic.
Yeah. Okay, makes more sense.
I vote for going to talk to Hakeem.
Yeah,
Talk to
we got to
someone.
go talk to him. He's got the not
What was
ring.
they on?
Okay. You guys all agree?
Yeah, we can hear and then decide.
Okay. All right. So I'll actually say that one of the kobolds stayed to keep an eye on Rahid's residence, while the other one leads you guys back to Hakan's residence, his home. Okay. And let's just say, you don't have to move your tokens, but for shits and giggles, he's over here closer to the wall. Over here. No, he's probably one of these nicer ones over here closer to the coast. We'll say that. Okay. Okay. Hakan's home. Walk up to a very graceful place, wreathed in silk, and the whole area wrapped in a scent of flowers. And you can hear the sound of tumbling water somewhere within the building itself. Hear faint sounds of songbirds, and you can see a few butterflies flutter out through the opening somewhere in the middle of the abode. It says flaking red paint clings to a carved double door depicting camels leaping the sun. Oh yeah, I think they gave you that detail in case you wanted to find the house on your own. Uh, do, do, do. Okay, doors are shut, and the kobold leads you up to the door. He says, "Just wait right here on the door while I summon Mr. Hakan." He's saying this in Draconic, because once he realizes he can speak in Draconic, that's all he's talking in now. So Odra is the only one that can understand what he's saying right now.
Okay.
So he disappears behind the red doors, closes them back. You hear a few muffled, not sure if they're laughter or shouting or something. And the kobold comes back, his head kind of hanging. Opens the door, says, "Mr. Hakan will see you now." Opens the door, and inside you can see there is a large open, for lack of a better term, like a foyer maybe, but it's like a garden, like the center of the. I forget what those kind of buildings are called. They basically have a big square
Like a
building.
courtyard?
Yeah, the inside is like a garden, open
Mm-hmm.
ceiling, everything. Let's see, what other description does it give me? Make sure I'm picking the right room here when I say this. Oh yeah, the scent of honeysuckle and the sound of gentle birdsong and dancing water cling to this oasis of beauty and calm in the bustling city. A long pillared balcony overlooks the open courtyard. That's courtyard. Why couldn't I think of that simple word? The centerpiece of which is a bubbling fountain and a lush, leafy tree off to the right. Here you can see adjacent to the little, what's it say, the fountain? Yeah, the bubbling fountain in the center of the courtyard are two large tables, absolutely filled to the brim with all kinds of food, mostly meat. Someone here gives me a description of this. Oh, a fine silk cloth hangs above the left side of the courtyard, shading a small group of finely carved tables and platters surrounded by cushions. The tree in the courtyard center is a juniper tree. Hakan is here. Again, you guys see a very fat, overweight gnoll. Not with multiple chins, just with like one giant chin, eating an enormous meal under the courtyard's canopy. Among the various unidentifiable cuts, the PCC blood cake, sausages, the rarest cooked steaks, pigeon pie, fried chicken, grilled pork, burnt lamb cutlets, battered fish, boiled crab, mutton, camel, bacon, hams, deep fried locusts, and a spit roasted sheep. And Hakan beckons you forward as he continues to shovel food into his mouth. Are you guys approaching, or are you going to stay at the doorway?
Oh,
Okay.
We're going to approach, right?
So everybody's entering the courtyard?
yes.
Okay, as the PCs approach, you guys can see the full extent of his obesity. He is swathed in a colorful thwab that covers him but threatens to burst at the seam due to his girth. As he approaches, you can hear somewhat, I don't know if it's laughter or he's speaking, but it sounds like an angry hornet being shaken inside a tin can. As you get closer, you can see that is actually his chuckle. That sounds like that. Welcome, welcome. In between, like big, messy chews of meat just rolling down his chest and his chin. Not even wearing a. You're not sure if his shirt it's a shirt or an apron or maybe it's both, but it's just completely grease stained. Little bits and pieces of meat and bone still kind of sitting on his large bulbous belly. It says, "I say, my men, got a hold of you. Told you to come see me first, right? What'd she offer you? Huh? What's she doing?"
She's asked us to recover a stolen item. Eh?
Stolen item, huh? You believe her?
No reason
No
not
reason
to.
not to, yeah.
Ha! That's what a lot of people say about her. That she's easy on the eyes, so they're just so quick to believe anything she says. So I tell you, she's up to no good. But I gotta takes a few more bites. I got a counter offer for you. Whatever she's offering, I'll offer you half as much, like 150%. If you're having trouble with math, of whatever she offered you, if you bring whatever she wants to me. What do you say?
So But do you say that she is lying, that the item was not
I
stolen
think
from her?
I think this is where you need to do that insight check.
He's
Somebody-
always lying.
Yeah.
Someone who's good with insight needs to run an insight check on this guy.
I want to see if he's lying. Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
what
give you guidance.
what specifically are you testing that he's lying about? What statement?
About her.
About
About
her what?
the item better.
No, is she,
This specific item, is it being stolen or not?
no, is she lying to us? Like, that's what I think we should be trying to find out. He's telling
So
us she's lying to us, right? He's sitting there saying she's a liar, da 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 da. Well, let's find out if he's lying about that.
okay. He says
Okay.
she's always lying. Okay. Give me an insight. Whisper it to me.
With guidance,
Okay. With guidance, insight.
advantage because I'm helping. No, I'm just kidding. If it does, but
All right. All right. So that was by Odra doing that. Okay. So with that insight check, you can tell that he kind of has an attitude that, how do I want to put this? You're pretty sure that he's going to say anything that she says is going to be a lie, whether he knows it to be a lie or not.
so
How's
he
that for an
believes.
answer?
So he believes it's a lie, and that's what we're getting.
Correct.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, shit.
Okay. So he's not aware of what was stolen then. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, you
we can
guys,
go
you
get
guys told him that,
No,
right?
we didn't tell him.
No, we just said we're recovering a stolen item. We never told him what it was.
Oh, okay, correct. That's fine. I mean, you told him that you're recovering something for her, basically. Yeah.
I think
Okay.
now off camera, I think we go recover the necklace for her, find something else in there to turn into him for the 150% of 1,000 gold pieces, and yeah, collect from both parties.
All right. I like that idea.
Are you guys all a little too honest for that?
No, I'm game for that.
Brian's
now
trying
we're
to figure out how to test this or to roll for this.
the only thing is once he finds out, we're gonna make an enemy out of him, but that's okay because he's a slaver.
We got
Yeah, and we have a contract with the lady.
Well, we don't. We have to decide who we're going to be loyal to, her or him. He seems the slimiest, which means he's probably the better option.
I'll
Right?
ask
Like,
him why we should trust a slaver over Mistress Midgard.
Ooh, good question.
And also, does he know if why is Rashid going away, escaping, if he has nothing to hide?
You're asking him about if he has anything to hide? What do you mean?
No,
Well,
I'm. No, I
Nenny,
mean, I'm
Nenny asked a question first. Ryan?
Yeah, why should we trust a slaver over Mistress Majetti?
Oh, you're asking him that. I thought you were asking the group that. I apologize. So
Yeah,
you're asking that of Hakan.
yeah.
Okay. It's like I
Good question.
says I have. Why would you trust someone that looks like that? She's obviously deceiving you. Just look at her. Do you think she's ever earned a thing in her life? She just bats her eyes at someone and they do her bidding. I'd have no such luxury. As he stuffs his face with some more meat. I have built up power the old-fashioned way, with wealth and connections and know-how. I win nothing with my looks, although that doesn't keep me from partaking in what I like.
I tell him that he profits off of other people's suffering, and that in my eyes makes him a despicable person, and I don't trust him.
Do we want to insult him though? I mean,
Yep, that's part of my character's backstory.
okay.
He
I
laughs.
always honor my contract, so I agree.
He laughs at your accusation. He's like, "So be it. You call it I prosper off of other people's suffering. Yeah." Takes another bite. I profit off other people's stupidity. Those who can't fend for themselves, that's not my problem. Need to learn how to deal with your things, how to care for your family. We all got to start somewhere. I offer you again. I offer you double what she's paying you if you bring whatever she asks for to me.
Mm.
No, I think we go get it for her. I think we say, well, we'll think on that and move on. But
yeah, I say to the group in front of this guy that I don't trust him, and we should probably go the other way.
I trust who Nanny trusts, so I'll go where we want to go, but I trust Nanny's judgment.
So you guys tell him that you're gonna reject his offer?
I refer to him in the third person as I'm talking to the group. That I think he's a despicable character. I think he's lying, and I don't trust him. And we should go with the original deal.
Okay, I agree.
I am only despicable to those that can't compete with me. That's what the losers always say. Let me eat some more lamb meat. Deep fried locust, or whatever else was in there. Some camel toe.
Oh,
I just made that one up. That is not in the module, so I apologize whoever wrote this.
well,
Like,
I agree.
All right, you don't want to trust me. You want to be deceived by the seductress. That is your call. But don't come crawling back to me if you need my help.
All right.
Okay, good with that.
She's gonna rob you blind. And I'll be there to laugh when it happens.
I wouldn't suggest you laugh at us.
You laugh right back at that.
He,
And here I was going to offer you up some of my finest meats here if you would take my offer, but be gone. I am done. Go do her bidding. Be her little slaves.
Hey Brian, I'm just can I make a perception check and see if I see anything of value lying anywhere nearby in the room?
Yeah, you're in the courtyard. Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Oh, I'm okay. So I'm in a courtyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want a public roll or to you?
Whisper it to me.
Are you gonna steal something?
Depends.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, let me read for a minute.
Yeah, this guy is all reliability.
And you know what? I'm gonna offer up to make it this big distraction for Nanny. I'm gonna offer to bump into something, and if that assists with the theft, like knock over a plant or his just big clumsy oaf. If that
Sorry, guys.
helps.
I'm just reading.
Yeah.
Okay, first thing you notice in that perception roll, as you look around, you notice there are 2 kobolds. What to say here? Oh, wow. And the tree that's off to the right of the courtyard, there are 2 kobolds lazily swinging back and forth in hammocks that are up in the higher echelons of this tree. I mean, you can't see their faces. You can see like their legs hanging out and maybe a hand or something. But they're definitely kobolds. They're swinging in the branches.
Are they're taking a nap?
It looks like they're just lazily sitting in 2 hammocks, and the hammocks are slowly kind of rolling back and forth. Let's see. There can be more you find. You can see there is some kind of unnatural movement and the little fountain in the center of the courtyard. Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, as you look around, you can notice there are quite a few things near Hakan that could get some decent coin. The silk overhanging over his area, keeping him in the shade. You think you could sell that easily for 50 gold pieces. You glance at some of the dinnerware Hakan is using for his feast, and you gather you can probably get about 100 gold pieces for those if you had them. Let's see here.
Keep in mind too, we're level 2, so a strong breeze will kill us.
Mm-hmm.
You
But
can see a brass sundial, and one of the corners, actually not in the corner, kind of in this off to the right of the fountain. With a sun's shadow shown as a hungry wolf. I think you can get about 50 gold pieces for that.
Return of the Dead of Night.
And since you did a crit success, you can see every once in a while as Hakan laughs. He's got like I forget what you call those kind of like man purses that men can carry. You can see a
Satchel?
couple of potion bottles hanging out the side of it. Probably magical in nature. Let me see if there's anything else here. The rest of the doors leading into the other buildings are closed, so that's as far as you can get your perception roll. Let's see if there's something on the upper level you would see. Nope, that was just those kobolds in their hammocks. So that's what you see. So potential.
I think potential to come back in the dark of night.
I was thinking a potential for the big half orc to start a distraction.
Okay.
Should we? I guess it's difficult to have this conversation out in the open, right? Because we got what's his face and all his guards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we leave and then come back in the dark of night.
I'll hop over and see what I can steal.
Yep. And I'll create a distraction down the road, so if there's any guards awake, they'll come to see what the distraction is.
Good idea. Okay, let's do that.
So let's head back to the perfume district and go and get Rahid and kick his ass and get the tiger's eye and go see the hottie.
Yep.
Go see that piece. Go see that piece of tail.
All right, so you're leaving, heading back to the original location of
Yep.
pointed out to be Rahid's, correct?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, where are we at time-wise? Oh shit, we've been playing for more than 3 hours.
Yep.
Let me get to a good stopping point where you're going to next, and then I'll call it there for tonight.
Yeah. I got to do inventory tomorrow, so a little early wouldn't hurt.
Same.
I got a long
Okay,
weekend.
Do you? Oh, good for you, man. That's awesome. I had one last week, and I started it with 3 flat tires on
Gee,
my
that
day
sounds
off.
like somebody malicious did something to you.
Well, I drove over a box of nails or something. So, and nowhere where I parked, so it was on the road somewhere. So I had to buy 4 tires because 2 of them weren't repairable. It was payday, so it was good to spend it all in one shot.
There, guys, I'm just trying to get back to where we were. Get my notes.
I think when we get there, we got to make sure the Knoll spotter leaves. Or doesn't, wink wink.
I'm assuming no one's going back stealthily, right? You already went there once, so now you're just going to head back.
Yeah.
Okay. Have everyone give me a perception check on your way back, please.
To you or in the
Whisper it to
open?
me, yeah.
With triple dog dare you advantage or just regular?
Just regular.
Oh, I rolled that wrong. Just kidding.
All right, I only see 3. Okay, there's 4. Okay, so Ninny again. Ninny the Perceptive. She's going to have a moniker added to her name. You notice as you make your way back, you can see every once in a while, it seems like you see the same little alley cat kind of jumping along the rooftops following you. Just standard little, domesticated or maybe feral, you're not really sure. But you see it on the corner one time, then it disappears. You see other cats along the street, then that same cat, you're almost sure you saw that same cat before. Seems like it keeps showing up as you make your way towards Rashid's abode.
We should feed it.
That's what I was going to say. Would Nenny share that with us? Because Doug would be like, "Oh, kitty cat, let me feed the kitty," and offer up some
can
of
I
my
kind of
rations.
beckon it? Can I just kind of go like pss, 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 and beckon it over? Maybe give it a little piece of food.
Doug's
try.
holding a piece of his rations and kind of taking them.
You can give me an animal handling check if you would like.
There you go.
The cat kind of looks at you and licks its paw and then licks its ear, looks at you again, lifts up a leg, licks his asshole, and just sits there and looks at you.
See, now if Chovy was alive and had some rotting herring in its pocket, that cat would be all over him.
I'm not sure if I passed the check or not.
I suspect not.
It does not come any closer, but it is watching you.
Doug's gonna break off a piece of one of his rations and just like a breadcrumb type thing and throw about 4 of them that leads a trail from as close to the cat as he can get to us. You know what I mean? Like he's just throwing chunks of food, so there's like a, gets as close as he can and then a little closer to us and all the way back, and to try and coax the cat to come and eat.
Okay, this can be another animal handling check. Every time you do another check, the DC goes up.
I'm going to give him guidance to feed the cat.
Okay, an animal handling check.
What would that be?
Animal handling, it's a skill.
It's not on my list. Oh, there it is. It is. Holy shit. Ooh. And to you, I guess.
Yes.
And 1d4 to you.
So you throw several breadcrumbs out. I'll say
Yeah.
one of them lands on like a part of the stairs going up to a building. The cat jumps down that little stair where one of the little pieces, you said breadcrumbs, is that what it was? Or ration crumbs, whatever they are.
The rations, I'm breaking off little 1-inch pieces and kind of tossing so there's a trail.
It bounces down off the rooftop, down that little ledge there, right next to it. It looks at the little crumb, looks up at you, takes its paw, and it knocks it off the ledge, and then hops back up on the roof.
Dick.
Oh, poor kitty.
Who has an arrow? Who has a bow and arrow?
I don't think you want anything to do with that.
That's right. You're not supposed to kill the cat.
Yeah.
Sucker.
Yeah. Plus 1 for actually feeding a clouder of cats.
Oh, we got to find
Yeah.
a clouder though. We would have attracted all the other kitties though. Would have come and ate those crumbs.
Yeah. But I think we've got maybe a shapeshifter possibly following us.
I think it's Mistress Henna's familiar,
Yeah. That's maybe more accurate.
right?
Okay.
Does the cat have a collar with a symbol or anything hanging off that we can see?
Give me a perception roll with disadvantage.
To you?
Correct. You could not see any discernible collar on the cat.
When he licked his asshole, could we tell if he was fixed?
if he was sick. He seemed
Sick.
quite healthy.
Yeah.
Had a,
He's
had a,
sick.
had a,
Sick.
You-
Neutered.
oh, definitely not.
Okay. Not that that makes a difference. I just throw that out there.
Oh, yeah, it's like, what are you gonna do with that? All right, she's feral. All right, let's go.
Okay.
All right, so
So
back. Oh, sorry. Anything
Yeah.
else for the cat? I don't want
I
to
was
cut
just
you
gonna
off.
say we've got an audience. Let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah, we know it's there.
We
Okay.
It
committed.
knows we know. It knows we know.
So you get back to the spot where the kobold is. Says, how'd it go? In Draconic.
We'll just say, "Oh, it's all good. Your master wants you to come back."
All right, good enough. Like you didn't even ask. It's all you. Have fun, guys. Heads back the way he came. It's these
Yeah.
fucking cats. I hate these fucking cats. See him chasing after one of them. Says, oh look, rations. Cool.
Bad idea, stupid.
All right, so the rooftop building that they pointed out to supposedly being Rahid's abode. Rooftop building is little more than a skeletal plank frame with a dusty cloth skin that balances on stilts between two buildings. A bamboo ladder grips its way up an outer wall to the rooftop's sloping gables, where the temporary building billows. Let me see.
How high up
What?
is it?
That's what I'm going to try to find. I knew he was going to ask that question. Lurks on the rooftops of one of the riverside slums and hangs between two buildings. Oh, wow. So it actually hangs out like basically like an alley running underneath it, the way I understand this. And it rests about 30 feet above the ground and river. Ooh, there's a river on it. Let me see if they've got a handout for me to better describe what the hell this looks like. Oh, there's a
So
handout
it
for
was
me.
aqueduct.
Okay, so based on what I'm seeing here, it looks like, yeah, there's water underneath it, but it's almost like there's a dock. Like everything's built up on a dock. And there are a couple of buildings that were on the dock itself, but there's part of the dock that's been either broken away, or maybe it's always been like that, open water underneath it, kind of like a very crude and crappy looking like canal, like you see in Venice, between two buildings. And the actual shack or squat, they're calling it, or where he lives, is the building that spans across two of the buildings on the platform, so that the water runs kind of like underneath that. If that makes sense.
Okay.
I think so.
Yep.
Here,
So
let me
we
see
should
if I-
have somebody go up on one side and others go up on the other, so he cannot run away.
let me
I
check
think Doug
this.
should go to the other side because he's the bigger of the bunch, and he can kind of maybe stop him from trying to get away.
Hey, that worked. You guys see in
Hey,
chat?
hey, oh,
Oh, yeah.
hey.
So that's what it looks like.
And I think
Okay.
like Doug's pretty good athletics wise, so Doug could climb up onto the other roof of one of the buildings that's suspended across pretty
Okay.
easily.
Oh, more descriptions. Look at here. The river vent. I guess that's what they're calling the opening water there. The river here is a disgusting flotsam and waste throttled vent. Although it appears easy enough to swim, you're not really sure what type of dysentery or other type of diseases may infest anyone that dares to swim within its waters. Can't read that. The ladder on the exterior building. Do you see a ladder on that drawing? I don't see a ladder. Seems
Looks
easy
like
enough to
it's
climb,
down.
but you can see the sloped roofs are dusty and may be difficult to keep a grip upon. You can also see a chimney sticking out of the squat. You see that on the map there. That might be an alternate entrance into the squat house. Just not sure if it leads directly in or what may be at the bottom of it.
What's the temperature?
What's the temperature? Like
Yeah,
outside?
is the chimney in use? Would it be in use?
That's a very good question. I wish it gave me an answer. So I'm going to say no right now.
Because it's hot.
Now, you don't see any signs of smoke coming out the chimney.
Okay.
Okay, let's see what else. So I guess the question is, how do you want to approach, or do you want to save that for next time?
I think we should save it for next time.
Okay.
Are we going to play this module again next Friday, Brian?
Chances are better than not, yes. I probably won't have Into the Abyss ready for 2 or 3 more weeks to run. So are you guys all available next week?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I am.
I believe I am.
All right. So yeah, then we'll run this one next week because I'm almost certain I'm not going to have Into the Abyss ready by that time frame.
Do you have an October schedule put up yet, where we can say yes, no, yes, no?
Oh, I'll do that tonight. So we
Yeah,
have
because
something.
I'm good for every weekend except I think it's the I gotta look at the dates, like 17th, 18th. Yeah, 18th. The 18th I'm unavailable. Other than that, every other date I am. So
Yeah, every week except for the week of the 20. I think it's the 28th. I'm heading to Jamaica, so whatever that ends up being,
You're
I'll
not
put it in the announcements.
you're not
Cool.
taking a
Making me
laptop.
crazy, man.
They have internet. Like
Internet? No, I'm not playing any D&D while I'm in Jamaica. I'll be doing other
Oh.
things. All right, so guys, I apologize. Wasn't a encounter on that one, but
Oh, it was good.
get you guys set up
So-
and ready to rock and roll back to level 2.
I think we have a
All
pretty
right.
good. I think we have a
Good.
pretty good mix of characters for this one.
And I'll try to add a 5th sidekick in here if no one else plays next week other than this 4. So we have options for a 5th character in here. I guess, like I said, I think this is set up for 5 characters, but I'll double check that between now and next time. And remind me if you have a magic item that I don't have a handout for. I think I put them all in Discord, so I'll create handouts for those, so you don't have to put this in your bio section. So you actually have
Yeah.
those as a handout moving forward.
Helm of the Shark Fin.
Okay. Yeah, I put that in. Yeah, it's in Discord thing. So I'll use that for my reference. If I didn't put it in there and you don't have a handout, then let me know.
Yeah,
Okay.
I made a copy of it and put it in my bio just to have it.
Okay. I'll give you the official one.
Cool.
Hey, Brian, the water below his house there, is it running water or is it pretty stagnant?
Oh, that's the stagnant water it was talking about. Do I still have it open? Like I may have closed it.
That's okay. You said it was pretty stagnant though, right?
Yeah, pretty nasty water in there, as I recall from reading. To the point where, yeah, I said like if someone were to swim in there, you're not really sure if you would leave without some kind of disease.
I'm totally going to take a jar of it, and when we go back to Hakan's house, I'm going to pour a little bit into his water carafe.
Oh, you're awesome.
When we rob him blind.
You're
Man,
awesome. And then we
Lydia-
rob him blind the next day because he'll be sick and incapacitated.
Ninny is building up a reputation, let me tell you. At least with me. All right, guys.
Well,
Hopefully you had fun with that. And like I said,
yeah.
we'll pick back
It's
up
gonna be
here
great.
and next week when we do this one again.
This is going to be
All right.
great.
Okay.
I like
Perfect.
Thanks, guys.
It is possible to add the content to this game, or is that not possible because we started like this?